like they gon' play it on repeat. Cash 100 milli check, I get paid just to breathe. Kill it 24/7, cause I slay in my sleep. Flames pipe down when I enter in the convo.
So, Warner Robins bought the puppets behind my house getting dick and his head dick sucked. You do know I live here, right?
She said the house was empty. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought my friend
Oh, I'm sorry. She said, "Oh, I'm sorry, folks." She says, I thought my friend," and then she trails off. Like, what, bitch? What are you talking about? Where your fucking friend? You're just sucking a dick, man. Like, where was your friend at? I don't even. Gunnar, what was going on there, man?
I was a cable guy for years. Never had that happen. Never even got a high five from a customer.
Oh man, I'm telling you. You know what? Honestly, I've gotten so much head in like the last 2 or 3 months that probably at this point, I should probably become blowjob celibate for a while just to kind of balance myself out, you know?
So you mean married?
I'm telling you, that's funny. Please, Gunnar, I'll tell you, man, every time you make comments like that, everything and whatnot, it really boosts my morale and like my desire to like get remarried and whatnot. And like makes me feel really positive about it, and like I should jump right in there and, get after it. Right.
It's the best thing in the world.
I've only been divorced once. How many times have you been divorced?
I have not been divorced yet. I'm lazy. My wife hates paperwork. We'll be together forever.
I was about to say, folks, I just want to joke. I'm just joking there. By the way, this is, of course, who else but the MCU's Bleeding Edge YouTube channel and podcast. We are the only goddamn friggin' R-rated, not for kids, funny as fuck, entertain the shit out of you, and cover some shit too, once in a while, on a serious level occasionally, even professional once in a while too, type basis. Yeah, there you go. In the fandom, baby. You ain't gonna find another podcast or YouTube channel like us. There's some better, but you know what?
There's a lot worse though.
That's right. But you know what?
We've been on a couple of them together.
There you go. But at the end of the day, though, we all have extremely small penises. So, like, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, at least we got that going. You know what I mean? Like,
Speak for yourself, man.
No, I'm just kidding there, folks, though. I'm just joking there. I, of course, know for a fact that Gunnar has never been divorced because Gunnar is a good-ass man that loves his wife and his children and whatnot and everything. And the concept of Gunnar getting divorced is, like, honestly not even tangible to me, to be honest with you.
I kid because I love and because I signed that prenup.
Let me be clear, though. Gunnar's not a little bitch, though. So if some shit really dirty went down and whatnot and everything, then it would be possible. I think that Gunnar might be dropping a big D at some point in his profile or whatever, his what do you call it? His media kit. You feel me?
Man, I'm too old to start. I'm too old to start all over again, Jeff.
What's up? Come on, you don't want to join the fucking D team, baby?
That just seems terrible.
Believe me, it is. It is terrible. That's a very apt description for the experience. Yes, it's not positive. I often wonder sometimes when
you just chased all the ladies away from me on the show. So,
well, I mean, look, I'm telling you right now. I mean, listen, this is how positive divorce is. Since when me and my ex-wife Amanda, who I love to death, Amanda, you're an awesome woman and whatnot, and I love the shit out of you, and literally, would not do anything for you. Just to be clear, I'm very proud of the fact that I'm genuinely friends with my ex-wife. I respect and like her husband, new husband and whatnot, and everything. He's a good man. He treats my daughter well and whatnot and everything, and I'm really happy for her and that, She has a new family and whatnot and everything and shit. And all, her son Charlie's really great. And I love you to death, Amanda. Shout out to the to Isabella and Charlie and the whole clan over there. Anyways, no, but Gunnar, honestly, man, mine was so intense that like, look, hey, that was 2009. Now it's 2024. And I don't have a freaking inkling in me, a desire at all to like so much as even like legitimately even consider cohabitating with a woman anytime in the future. The idea of marrying again is fucking.
You seem like the kind of guy that's a believer in why buy the cow philosophy.
Can you guys hear me a lot better now?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, better than yeah. I mean, you could have went with Mr. Robotico for the whole show and whatnot, but it's only funny for like a minute. You know?
Kind of like Jeff here.
Yeah. Or about how long guys last their blowjobs with chicks most of the time. You know what I'm saying? After they make the whole spontaneous move fucking deal out of them and whatnot and shit, after they pretend they don't have sex for like the first, the beginning and whatnot. I love that when guys do that with women. That's awesome, man. I don't have, they just pretend you don't have sex at all. It's interesting. I'll tell you. I'm not that I'm trying to, get all dating profiles and all that crap, but Todd knows all about what I'm talking about. These chicks on their dating profiles and shit that like put in their dating profile that like they literally say flat out almost like I'm not into sex. I don't want sex or whatever. Like, like they make it clear if you so much as like bring up a word that like rhymes with sex, you're done. And I'm like, dude, are you fucking kidding me, bro? I'm like, look, chick, whatever, Rhonda. Yeah, look, every fucking dude, every dude on this site wants to fuck you. We all want to have sex. I don't give a shit what they say to you. The only difference is between me and them is I'll just tell you. You know what I'm saying? But at least I'll do it tactfully and respectfully. But I'm not gonna lie to you about that shit. Yeah, I want to hit that shit. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to hit that shit before I even saw your profile. I didn't know who the fuck you were. I wanted to hit it.
Yeah.
Come on now. So how stupid is that shit? How contradictory are you being? The only decent men out there that even read your goddamn profile of you, whether the ethical, honest men out there, they don't, or you wouldn't even be reading your shit. All the assholes don't read your shit. They just look at your pictures. So, exactly. You're fighting the good fight there, hun, by like utterly fucking, talking in your profile for 7 sentences straight about how you don't want to hear about sex.
And that's Jeff's description of J-Date, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go. I mean, I'm sorry, but like, if you want me to pretend that I'm homosexual just to get together with you so I can bang you with a spontaneous moving deal and shit, I'm sorry, but I'm not down with all that. That true knowledge don't play like that, baby. I ain't about all that. I ain't got time for that weak shit. You know what I'm saying? You feel me, Gunnar?
Sure.
Hey, I told you, man. Divorce is rough, man. You don't get divorced, or you end up like me.
Heaven help us.
Yeah, and I'm going through it. Well, I'm going through my own divorce right now. So.
No, you got to be kidding me, Todd. You're fucking 21 years old. You're having a divorce?
I got. Yeah. I got married at.
I didn't mean to say it like that. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to be disrespectful like that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. Like
that.
No,
you're good. The girl was. We're still legally married, but yeah, she's cheating on me with Beth from high school. And her reason is we're separated, and she's pregnant with, but refusing to turn in the divorce paperwork. So, I mean, she's being a bitch about it. So you're not wrong.
Oh, and she's got like a kid that she don't know whose it is or something too. I didn't hear. Did you hear me, Tab?
Uh-oh. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I lost you there for a minute. Did you say that she's pregnant and she don't know who the father is or something?
Yeah, it's my best friend from high school's kid, and yet she's still legally married to me. He had a thing for her sister until he realized that he didn't want her. Then gets with my soon-to-be ex-wife. She's refusing to turn in the paperwork, pregnant with his kid. But the most fucked up thing that I call bullshit on, he decided to one day get them, and she's now 20. Her sister's like 18, and he's like 23. and they all decide to go to his house, right? He got them all blacked out drunk, and supposedly him and her sister all remember this very vividly. Her sister, and he felt because he realized that the pussy he was about to fuck was not my soon-to-be ex-wife's, and ran and told his soon-to-be ex-wife that he just fucked her sister.
Excellent. Well, you know what?
And yet
I think that's enough on that one, Todd. Because honestly, brother, that was interesting enough. I don't think I can handle the rest of it. You might give me a heart attack. So, at that point, bottom line, and by the way, Todd, you may want to consider possibly going straight audio, like I was telling you earlier, because I think it might actually help your audio in general.
Is this better?
Let's see. Let's give it a second and see. But basically, bottom line, folks. Sorry for the interlude there. But after the She-Hulk Disney Plus series experience and whatnot, and everything, us men are, we're having a hard time these days. We're crying inside, and all that and everything, and we're all horrible and we're all chauvinists and everything and all that. So it's tough, man. So we have to, it's hard to start a show off without having this, this intense shit. But anyways, I apologize. By the way, we're actually here to do some really interesting shit tonight, or day, or whatever it is. And shout out to all of you out there that catch this live stream as just a video format, which that is how we get basically, I guess, 70 something +% of all of our views, so thank you very much to all of you. And thank you for giving us the awesome freaking watch time averages that we kill and whatnot and have every month. Shit is dope as hell. And thank you for helping us get to 7,000 fucking subscribers, baby. Shit. Killing it. Man. I just saw the damn projections for the Bleeding Edge for the next couple of years and whatnot and everything. And oh my God.
Yeah, but I'm back, so it's going to go right down the toilet now.
Oh, shut up, Gunnar. You improved the show. Are you kidding me? I'm telling you. Once people actually come back on here, all of you who see this on video tomorrow or the next day or whatever, on Monday or Tuesday, when they see Gunnar back on the show, they're gonna be like, "Oh man, it's about time, man."
They're gonna be like, "Oh fuck, Gunnar's back. What do we do now?"
Yeah. They're gonna be like, "Oh my God, we thought Gunnar was gone for good." They thought they thought you retired, man.
Well, they couldn't prove it, so I'm back.
Well, hey, the way I see it, Gunnar, at the end of the day, look, I'd rather see you freaking, take a break and whatnot and everything and all that than just completely, go in the direction, unfortunately, of a couple of other, people friends and creators I really care about and guests I really care about, like Arch Stanton, for instance. Arch, where with him, he doesn't even want to record at all these days. You feel me?
Yeah, that's crazy.
He doesn't go on the Podcast of Champions anymore or come on here anymore. And I love Arch. I'm not bad mouthing you, bro. You know what I mean? You're my boy, dude. I love you, man. You're good people, dude, and you're a good ass guest. And we miss you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You helped us build the Bleeding Edge, dude. You know what I'm saying? So I value the shit out of you. But nah, man, it's unfortunate, but he just, he's just not feeling it these days. He doesn't want to talk about Marvel anymore. He's not,
It's definitely a different experience than I think when my Marvel podcast and this show kind of started around the same time, right around the time WandaVision came on. I feel like that first year from WandaVision until Hawkeye, I felt like it was just a different level as the stuff. Now, and I love Ms. Marvel. I like Moon Knight. I like a lot of stuff Marvel's putting out there now, but I just felt like I'm not waking up at 3 a.m. anymore to watch whatever the new show is. And maybe it's just where my life is now. I got a new job now and I get up earlier, but man, I couldn't get enough of that stuff. I'd watch WandaVision and Hawkeye. I'd watch those episodes 4 times each before I even got to it. Man. So it's not like that anymore.
Hey, you know what though, Gunnar? I'll be honest with you. Then I'm going to go to you, Todd. That, for one thing, that whole deal, we've talked about that you and I have talked about that privately, Gunnar. That's crazy that you do that, man. I couldn't even imagine that. You already know how I am. I
mean, I would want to wake up. I want to watch it as soon as it dropped at 3. And then I would watch it with my wife when the next day or whatever. And then I'd watch it right right, and I'd take notes right before I'd podcast. And if I was coming on with you, a lot of times I'd watch it that 4 times. So at least 3 times, sometimes 4 times, just to, get everything out of my system, before I went on there.
What does that tell you about Gunner and me, folks, as far as his professionality versus mine? Go ahead, Todd. Go ahead, Todd. No, go ahead, Todd.
But no, like I was chiming in on what Gustina drops, because of me living in the Mountain Standard Time. It usually drops around 1 a.m. for us, so I usually stay up until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning and just watch it, and then I will go back over it again and just rewatch it. Just I'll watch it just to watch the episode, and then I'll watch it again just for the little Easter eggs, the comic references, or whatever, like any reference I can find, and then I go in and rewatch it a third time just for my podcast or my videos, and just go over them in my videos and everything. And it's crazy that it usually takes a lot of time and energy out of doing it, but honestly, I'm kind of enjoying it the way it gets all set up and everything. Like the one I'm still.
Go on, sorry.
You're good. I was gonna say the one I'm still trying to finish is Hawkeye, because I'm still trying to finish up on that one. But other than that, everything else seems pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I like the stuff, but like Moon Knight, I could not stay awake. Now I just started a new job where I get up at 4:30, so that might be part of the reason why I couldn't stay. I just found such a hard time staying awake during it, and I like Moon Knight. I thought it was really good.
Yeah. Honestly,
you like the
yeah, that was me watching Moon Knight.
But
that's what that guy thinks about you watching fucking Moon Knight 4 times.
But with Moon Knight, I watched it 4 times and I fell asleep every time. It took me 4 times to make it through the episode.
But I like how they did it, and me and my friends have an inside joke about the show Moon Knight, because the guy who plays as Moon Knight played as Apocalypse in X-Men Apocalypse. So well, I guess if you die as Apocalypse, I guess you're allowed to come back as Moon Knight.
Yeah, that was the crackhead version of Apocalypse.
Oh, hopefully
exactly.
Today, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
But hey,
I'll tell you right now, if I was Oscar Isaac, I would freaking, I would be like, I want a Snyder Cut version of that fucking movie, baby, because of the way you fucked me up with that crackhead Apocalypse version and shit.
Right. Not just that, he's actually Oscar Isaac's coming back, but not as Apocalypse, but he's going to be playing as Spider-Man 2099 in Into the Spider-Verse 2.
That's right.
Yeah, and honestly, I would love to see a live action adaptation, but who I want to see more in live action is Ben Reilly, the Scarlet Spider.
Definitely.
You know what? That's all Sony has is the Spider-Man universe. So we're gonna see I mean, if Madam Web's getting a movie, everyone's gonna get a movie. Hell, they almost made in a Peter's Aunt movie, like a Thelma and Louise version of Aunt May.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, that was when Andrew Garfield was still around. Before got canceled.
Okay. Gunnar, have you've read the comics, right?
Yeah, I've read a lot of them.
Have you read any of the newer comics?
Some.
I didn't know this was a thing. Okay. Well, I didn't know this was a thing until I was just scrolling through, and I follow a couple of creators on there, like the comic story and everything. But they were talking about that not just Peter Parker having his own clone based for Miles Morales' Spider-Man. It's like, why? Like, I feel like they're just trying to incorporate, it's cool to incorporate some storylines, like fighting, Octopus, but then, turns out Dr. Ock to fight him. Like, that's cool, but it's like, why are you basically copying and pasting Peter Parker's into Miles's? Like certain people like certain things don't happen.
Okay. Well, bottom line, at the end of the day, besides
DD Mega Doo-Doo, I'm sorry.
And how that usually, affects
No,
your
that's my
day.
favorite.
Yeah, I mean, and that of course is gonna that right there, of course, is DD Mega Doo, which is the title of the next Chloe Zhao project I've heard, actually, believe it or not. But I'm sure it will win an Academy Award anyway, even with that title. Chloe Zhao could make a movie that was 8 minutes long that was just a guy giving another guy a blowjob, and they would give it an Academy Award and say that it was like it was a momentous moment for like society or culture or some shit. But either way, folks, yes, we are here on the MCU's Bleeding Edge 2 Channel podcast to actually, really quick, talk some X-Men to the MCU and also do some, watch and check out some throwback freaking trailers, man, from MCU Phase 2 and Phase 3 and whatnot. Get old school, baby. Some actual trailer reactions, believe it or not, which is going to be fun. And, toss some old school MCU, some positive stuff.
Exactly.
But bottom line, really quick, I just want to go around. And obviously Gunnar is not new to the MCU's Bleeding Edge, even though he has not been on for 11 and a half years. He's back. But Gunnar is a regular guest on the MCU's Bleeding Edge. And honestly, I typically would introduce him myself, but I just, in respect for him, I'm going to let him introduce himself because honestly, he's doing so much different stuff. I can't keep up with him. And after that, Todd, if you wouldn't mind jumping in afterwards and whatnot and kind of just, explaining, your podcast really quick and whatnot and let people know who you are. Again, I know what it is, but I want to make sure that it's done right. So just to be clear, I'm aware of these things. So, but Gunnar, have at it, baby. Tell everybody who you are.
Yeah, I'm Gunnar. A lot of my stuff is over with wideopenmic.net, the Wide Open Mic Podcast Network. I got a couple of podcasts. I got two that one we just recorded the first episode that should launch soon. Second one, we're probably going to be recording a new episode, the first episode in a couple weeks. But besides that, my Lost podcast, We Have to Go Back, is killing it out there. That is a lot of fun. And I've been podcasting for over a decade. So all my archives and my Lost podcast, Snap and MCU podcast, that's up there. And, you just got to keep things fresh. So, yeah, got a bunch of stuff out there. Wideopenmic.net, all my stuff.
There you go, folks. That Gunnar is, and just to be clear, Gunnar is the man. He is the man. He's my brother.
I'm a man.
There you go. And he's my man. And I'm telling you, folks, he will be back soon on the Bleeding Edge. This will not only be his isolated appearance or whatever. He will be back for another 17 years. We've got some fucking dope-ass MCU Phase 4 recap shit to do here pretty soon. We've got some Phase 5, Phase 6 preview, theorizing type shows coming up. And once Gunnar smells that kind of shit going down, if this is going on anywhere, on any show or podcast, he just his radar goes off and all of a sudden he just comes to that shit. He just shows up. That's his shit. He's all about it. Hey, let's be honest here. This is the guy right here. I think that basically, what you picked Hawkeye, I think, as what? Like the number 2 or like.
I loved Hawkeye. I thought it was great.
Todd, Gunnar said the Hawkeye was the I think what, number 2 or number 3 best?
I think third best.
Yes, Marvel production that came out last year.
I love Hawkeye. It was great. Kate Bishop, she was awesome.
Todd, you're watching Hawkeye right now?
Yeah. I'm watching Hawkeye right now.
Well, I'll tell you what. It'll be interesting when you finish it to see what you think at the end, and you and see if you agree with Gunnar as far as his ranking selection. But Todd, please, like I said, let us know who you are, where you're at, what's going on with your podcast.
All right. Well, I'm Todd. My Northview Studios podcast. I couldn't come up with a better name except for that because it's to help me out promote my directing. But in my podcast, I basically interview quite a few people. Possibly in December, I'm going to interview Charlie. I got to interview Balin, I forget his last name, but he played 5-year-old Tommy, aka Speed, following me on Instagram, so that's pretty cool. But from Wyoming up in the mountains up in the west. So yeah, that's about me. And my podcast basically includes like just basically a broad spectrum.
You're okay, man. You don't have to go silent. You're good, dude. I'm just letting you know your audio's jacked, bruh.
I know. I don't know why.
I've
tried fixing it.
No, it's all good, man. We're gonna try to work it out, dude. Just don't worry about it. The private chat's just a private chat, man. If I send messages to you and whatnot, and they're real direct and shit, that's just because I'm true knowledge, baby. That's what I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, Gunner? Gunner will tell you, I'm not a complete asshole.
No, not completely.
No, only on Fridays and Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Anyways, Todd, no, listen, man. We'll figure. We're gonna work the audio stuff out and whatnot, man. You just are going kind of in and out and whatnot a little bit, bro. And I want to make sure people can hear you when you talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
So no, I know you're working on it, whatnot, and everything, and we'll figure it out. It honestly going straight audio didn't really help you at all. So I'm wondering if maybe it might be like a Wi-Fi issue or something like that, possibly, or I'm not sure, because earlier when we did our dry run, you sounded great.
Yeah. If I need to, I can try going back on my phone because that's what I did with my dry run.
Possible, but your audio issues were the same with your phone as they are now. You can try it if you want. No, you can give it a try.
All right.
Yeah, give it a try, brother.
Right.
We'll work it out. And just to be clear, folks, the dry run I was referring to whatnot was not a sexual experience between me and Todd, or anything like that. I want to make sure we're clear. I know Raymond from Bruce and Chill knows all about that kind of stuff, but I don't really know that. I don't do that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not down like that. Sorry about that. But Raymond, I support you with your shit though, bro. You get after it. No, I'm just kidding, folks. Raymond is my guy. Raymond is from Booze and Chill, YouTube channel and podcast, baby. What up, Raymond? And Raymond is my friend. What a surprise and shock. And an awesome fucking content creator and a hardcore fucking drinker, which I love, dude. Nothing better than that. Bleeding Edge style, baby. Drinking it up. Right, Gunner? Look at it. I mean, if not for Raymond, I would not be drinking this margarita right now. Thank you, Raymond. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. Because of my guest appearance on Raymond's Booze and Chill show, I am now drinking the drink that we reacted to together right now. That's how tight I am with Raymond. This is like my personal connection between him and right now. This is my way of conveying to him and expressing to him how much I appreciate the Booze and Chill podcast YouTube channel, bro. Anyways, folks, Raymond's good people, and Tyler's good people. His audio is just all fucked up. You feel me?
His audio is not good people.
Nah, bro. No, his audio is
very DC audio right there.
His audio is about as funny as Chris from MCU Mondays when he fucking does his shows. You know what I'm saying? You got like fake laugh and shit during the show, whatnot. Not like that, baby. That's some good shit. There you go. It's awesome to be a guest on somebody's show and have to fake laugh while you're there, bro. I'm all about it. I love it. Nah, guess what, folks? I never fake laugh when I was at MCU Mondays. I don't do that shit. I'm not down with all that. I just stood there like a fucking. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was confused. I'm like, who the fuck is this asshole? And just to be clear, Chris at Geek News Now Network, I meant the shit I said then. And if I had a chance to do it now, I'd fucking jack you up now, Chris. You son of a bitch. If I ever get close to you in person, dude, you better watch out, bro. I'm telling you right now. You live in a different dimension than I do, kid.
Is that the guy that got mad at me for making fun of Batman or something?
Nah, this is some asshole, dude. This is some arrogant prick, egotistical, freaking, blatantly freaking egotistical, narcissistic asshole that came on the show, went on a tangent one night and shit, and disrespected the panel, disrespected fucking Cyber, the Bleeding Edge, and everything, dude, and like was talking some stupid ass shit about he was doing me a favor coming on our show and shit, when in reality, I couldn't stand his ass. I hated him within the first 3 seconds I met him. You know what I'm saying? I was only had him on the show because I was Geek News 9 Network at the time, and I was pushing collaboration across the network, right? That's how I got Kat going. That's how I got Andrew going on the shows. You know what I'm saying? Remember that, Gunnar? You know, I got them doing shows when they weren't doing them until I came there, right? That's the truth. And and bottom line, I just wanted to reciprocate, and we were all collaborating. I'd been on MCU Mondays with him. I wanted to reciprocate, so I allowed his fucking piece of shit ass on the show, even though he's about as valuable as a guest as Dodge, my silent co-host. But at that point, I just really quick let him know after the end of the show and whatnot, after he dropped off, that in my world where there aren't screens, screens basically to me are like something that are holding me back from getting to you. Like, they're not a shield to me. They're actually they're a barrier from what I would like to do in these situations. You know what I'm saying? It's the opposite for me, these other motherfuckers. I'm not weak like that. To me, the shield is like I wish I could jump through the fucking screen and choke a motherfucker real quick. If I could, I would. But since I can't at that point, I don't have that mutant ability, right? At that point, sadly, at that point, it's just a barrier to me accomplishing my goal with somebody. To Chris, it's actually like a shield where he can act like a tough guy. Just like Shaw from Geek Gullet Podcast, the arrogant prick. The only other two people I've ever recorded with in my entire life that I've ever had a problem with ever. And what a surprise. They're both arrogant, egotistical assholes. Hats off, Shaw. You arrogant bastard.
Hey, can you guys hear me much better now?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, sweet.
And you've got a going on in the background too. I can hear myself. Yeah. Do you have something else on?
The only other thing I have is my computer on, but I don't have any videos, and I have my TV paused. The only thing that you could possibly hearing is my dog running back and forth around in the living room.
Okay. Yeah, we got an echo, man. I'm not sure.
I think if you had headphones,
That's probably
Let me get on my headphones then.
Thank you, Gunnar. I'm glad you mentioned that. I didn't even think about that.
10 years of podcasting.
There you go, folks. See right off the bat. You see how valuable Gunnar is. Oh man, that echo's bad.
All right, is that better?
I'm giving that echo an Academy Award. Nah, it's still there.
I honestly do not know.
Yeah, I don't. Todd, honestly, usually whenever I run, once you're good, you're good. Usually go bad after.
Yeah, I don't know. Because my Wi-Fi.
I was gonna say, check your settings, baby.
Hold on.
Let's see. Yeah, that echoes bad, man. I'll tell you what. Drop off StreamYard and come back on.
Okay.
Oh man, I'm sorry, Gunnar.
All I have to do is put a shirt on; it'll fix everything.
Oh my god, you're funny. I'm honestly kind of shocked to tell you. I feel bad for Todd because this is never enjoyable. Obviously, it's not entertaining at all. You know, this is about as entertaining as, again, you know, jerking off with sand. You know what I'm saying? Like the Tuscans, baby. Shout out to Tuscans, baby. What up? What up? What up, Tatooine? That's right. I still get down with the Tuscans, Gunner. I'm still down. I'm still translating, baby, getting after it. You know, taking my online Phoenix courses so I can be a Tuscan translator. It's a long process, difficult language, you know, very tough. But hey, folks, you know, I'm the type. I mean, I'm not afraid to take on big challenges like that. So becoming a Tuscan translator, why not? I step right up to the plate, baby. Even though I only get paid with like pieces of cloth as like currency, right? Which is not very helpful to me in life, to be honest with you. It's not really get me anywhere. You feel me? Have you tried to buy a new pair of Nikes, Gunner, with pieces of cloth, bro?
It's better than a nose lizard, I guess.
I'm telling you right now, dude. If in real life I was experiencing something like Boba, where a fucking lizard or whatever that shit was went up my nose or whatever like that, I would not be able to just roll with it like Boba did. I would be fucked up, man. I would not know what to think about that.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I don't know how I could just be like, okay, cool, that's cool, you know, afterwards and whatnot. But anyways, folks, you know, now that we just experienced such intense audio issues and whatnot with Todd that it caused me to have a second, you know, permanent erectile dysfunction experience after She-Hulk already, which is never good. No, I'm just bullshitting, Todd. We're gonna get your shit right, man. I promise. Even if we gotta bring in Miss Cleo to fix this shit, we're gonna do it. We'll make sure. But no, folks. Gunner, my friend, would you say that it's possible all that you, besides the like 4 to 5, like 6, 17 times watching episodes of She-Hulk and and Hawkeye, everything and whatnot, all that, besides that, you also might be experiencing a little bit of like what we're hearing other fans and people in the fandom are having, just a flat out burnout?
Yeah, I don't know. That might be it. I don't know. I mean, I really like Ms. Marvel. I only watched each episode once, but I loved Ms. Marvel. I thought it was great.
Oh man, Todd, you there, brother?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me a lot better?
Yes, we got. Hey, you know what? See, I told you, Todd, we get this shit straight, man. You know what I mean? You came back and there's no echo.
Sweet.
That's amazing. That's the one thing about StreamYard, folks. I'll tell you right now. And it's not because I'm an affiliate and a partner of StreamYard or anything like that, which I never even mention usually, but I am. I won't lie, folks. I do actually financially gain from being on StreamYard. And I also don't pay for my StreamYard either because I'm not a little bitch. You know what I'm saying? Or like a lot of dudes and whatnot and people and creators. So I actually fucking negotiated with StreamYard. So my shit's free. You feel me? Because the Bleeding Edge ain't no joke, baby. We ain't playing. You know, and people know we ain't no joke. You feel me? So at that point, you know, they give us shit for free. You know, or else, baby.
Fun.
Or else I'll force you to fucking hang out with, or else I'll force you to do a threesome with Jessica Gao and fucking Brie Larson, baby. What's up with that? You ain't gonna like that, but you ain't gonna like that, motherfucker. See what you think about that, you ain't gonna like that, dude.
Hell, if one of my friends heard that, he'd be like, sign me up. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, well, he says that now.
Honestly, yeah, well, he thinks Amber Heard and Brie Larson are still hot. Like, I was like, even with their acting as Captain Marvel and Mira, it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Honestly, Todd, I'll be honest, I won't lie to you, dude. I talk a lot of shit about Brie Larson and whatnot and everything, and Amber Heard's an asshole, but I still bang both of them, dude. Are you kidding me? In a heartbeat. If Brie Larson popped up right now in the door, dude, I'd hit that shit. Yeah, I would not.
It's like, my guys it's like, hey, fuckers, see you later. I'm gonna go fucking smash.
Nah, but I'm just saying, Captain Brie ain't exactly my favorite shit or whatever and whatnot, but no, at the same time, though, she's definitely hittable. Like, you know, just because she got a 7-year-old boy ass and everything doesn't mean that like her vagina ain't good or don't work.
She also has an Academy Award. That's right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And you know what? I mean, and honestly, after giving Brie Larson one of those and giving Chloe Zhao one of those, I'm telling you, man, the seriousness of the Academy and like you know, and the weight of those awards is really elevated. You know what I mean? Like, you know. I mean, seriously, the stock is up. Chloe Zhao boosted that bitch, right? You know, It's a good thing. Of course, it's definitely a good thing that that Kevin Feige had that closed door meeting with Miss Cleo, right, and Jar Jar Binks and whatnot, and they helped him decide that he needed to bring back Chloe Zhao to direct Eternals 2. So hats off to Jar Jar and Miss Cleo for helping Kevin Feige out with that decision. We appreciate that. Gunnar, Gunnar, and then I'll ask you, Todd. Are you feeling like optimistic about the reality of another Eternals movie directed by Chloe Zhao?
I am very optimistic about it. I actually thought the first one did very good. Like, honestly, in my honest opinion, like, I liked how it was portrayed. Like, some of the characters, like, I'm not used to the Eternals per se, but I'm used to certain characters like Icarus and Druid. But honestly, I feel like the characters were portrayed very well. And I feel like the story told like their aspects very well. The only Eternal that I was, like I could remember honestly, like if you were like before the movies were ever made, and you're like, hey, name me an Eternal character. Before I could even think of Icarus or Druid, the only one I could think of is Star Fox, which Harry Styles played in the end credit scene. It's like that's the only person I could have told you that that was an Eternal besides Thanos.
Most definitely.
I just felt like there was so much opportunity, and it really didn't add much to the MCU. It's my only problem. I think it would have been much better as a series. It was, I mean, I didn't hate it. It was my least favorite of last year. But I just felt like it didn't, and maybe the second one will do more. I was just reading today that Namor was supposed to be in it, but they decided to pull him so he could make his debut in Wakanda Forever. So I don't know if that would have added more, but it didn't do anything to the whole universe.
Not just that. Not just that. They were supposed to have a scene where young Thanos was involved, like a very young Thanos, and they were gonna have Josh Brolin's son play as young Thanos, and they cut that out of the movie.
Yeah, they just didn't add anything.
Well, I'll tell you that I think that Gunnar honestly made a point earlier that I did not talk about and whatnot and everything, and didn't mention when Todd was here. And I don't think Todd has seen the Miss Marvel series anyway. But before I even go talk about the Eternals, hold on, Todd. I just want to mention that you're right, Gunnar. The Miss Marvel series, and I'm not, and I'll tell you right now, I have no problem saying this at all, and I don't care. I believe me, I've already had my balls busted and had people talk shit to me online about this already several times when I talked about this hardcore. I think Miss Marvel was the best thing that came out from Marvel besides Werewolf by Night. Like if I had to do my rank, I'm not gonna put my ranking out now. I'm gonna wait for the ranking shows and whatnot and think about that shit then. I don't want to just throw this stuff out. But if I had to off the cuff it right now, I would drop Werewolf by Night and Miss Marvel. And I don't know which one I'd go 1 or 2 yet, but like I'd be like 50-50 that those are the best things that Marvel dropped over the course of last year.
And I agree with that.
I'm not a teenage woman or a teenage girl, and I'm not in high school. And Iman Vellani made me care about all 3 aspects of those for her. She sold it. Put a different actress in that. I don't think I love the show as much as I do. She was amazing. I loved her in it. She made me care about all that things. I'm a almost 45-year-old white man. I cared about her high school life. I cared about her Indian culture, like all the stuff that show was not made for me, but she sold me on it 100%.
And she's above the age of 18, so I was allowed to admit during the shows and whatnot that I would hit that shit.
Honestly, the funny thing is, it's basically like how most people see the aspect of Peter Parker as Spider-Man. Like nobody really gave a shit on Peter Parker until Tom Holland portrayed Peter Parker through the high school during his Spider-Man trilogy. But like Iman Vellani, the one thing I actually gave her props for is that she even fucking admitted she doesn't agree with that she's saying that the MCU is not Earth 616, like the comics is Earth 1999. They in comics stated as the Marvel movie universe, like the MCU, that he can go shove it up his ass. And
Todd, you're back to robot. You're back to robotico mode, bro. As far as all I really got out of that is maybe some dude shoved something up your ass yesterday or something. I don't even know, bro.
No, he was saying that Aman Vellani was in on the whole how 616 is technically not the MCU. It's technically what 19999, and she knew that. She knows her crap about Marvel. She's a fangirl. Like,
I'm just kidding, man. I'm just busting Todd's balls because his audio is all busted up and whatnot and everything. I kind of understood what he said, but thank you, Gunnar.
Can you guys hear me a lot better now?
Yes, we can. No, Todd, but you saw Miss Marvel?
Yes.
You did see Miss Marvel. Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yes.
Now, again, we're all about opinions here, like, on the bleeding edge. And I think that, personally, I think that having different opinions and whatnot is what is a positive thing. And what I enjoy about doing our shows and whatnot at the end of the day. If everything was all monolithic and shit between all of us, that wouldn't be fun or entertaining or anything. And at that point, I'm fine with people like I thought the Moon Knight finale was garbage. I did. And I didn't think the Moon Knight was a good series either. I thought the first 3 episodes were pretty okay, pretty solid. And then I went to a straight shit show right from there, just direct nosedive. But that's me, right? At the end of the day, I do think Miss Marvel personally, when Gunnar said that shit a minute ago about, and I haven't talked to Gunnar in a minute, like really hardcore, done a show with him and talked about this stuff and flushed this out. But that really I connect with Gunnar hardcore on that shit because I flat out Gunnar, I love it, dude, that you managed Miss Marvel like that you brought that out and flushed that out. If you hadn't brought that up and dropped that, I probably wouldn't even have mentioned it. But I'm telling you right now, again, I'm proud of the damn fact that I've got a freaking Miss Marvel poster right here behind me. I do. I don't care what any of y'all think about that shit. Because I'm telling you right now, again, you're all allowed to have your opinions and whatnot. And yeah, I get that her comic books have not sold and whatnot, shit and all that, and the character hasn't really done well in terms of the comics and selling comics. And she's had 4 or 5 titles, they haven't gone nowhere. I get it. Just like Captain Marvel. But at the end of the day, just like Gunnar said, and just like Todd was mentioning, Aman Vellani killed it in that series.
Exactly.
Killed it. And beyond that, and then Todd, I'll let you go ahead and Gunnar, you too, I'll let you jump in. Beyond that, to me, I feel like overall, the Miss Marvel series was so well done overall. The production of it, the from a visual standpoint, from a standpoint of the writing, the consistency from episode to episode, the flow of the series was very, very consistent. There was no dives and drops and ups and downs and shit. Episode 5 got a little bit slow, and they got a little bit flashbacky and shit and whatnot. They got kind of fucking awoke a little bit for a minute. It kind of threw me threw me off a little bit, but it was all good. It was straight because you know what? The finale was dope. They came back strong with finale and shit and whatnot and kept it tight. And you tell me, Todd.
The visual effects were great.
Yes, they were. And there you go. No, you go ahead, Todd. What do you think?
Honestly, you said it better than I could have. Everything was great. But the one thing that actually stood out to me the most in that show was actually the visual effects. Just imagine how much CGI and how much budget it had to cost just to do the art. I don't really know how else to call it, but the arc light constructs that she used as her abilities. Just imagine how much time and energy had to be put into making those, just so she can step on it, or she stretches out her hand just to save and I think it was episode 2 or 3 where the kid is falling from the church, and she had to stretch out her arm just to save him, and then she's also levitating herself. The visual effects in that show were amazing nonetheless, but
bro,
like you
Todd,
said,
I'm telling you right now, man. Yo, listen, when I mix crack and alcohol, bro, I experience that shit all the time. I see that stuff.
Yeah. But no, honestly, that shit was.
So just so you know, I have visualized that stuff in real life, man. You know what I'm saying? You just got to mix the right, substances, bro. A little crack, you know what I'm saying? A little beer, margarita. Before you know it, bam.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding, bro. No, keep going, man. You're good.
Oh no, you're good. But no, like I honestly couldn't think of, like, and not just that, the acting, the actors that they had casted were perfect. But no, like none, like I couldn't see any, like how Gunnar said, and used, like I couldn't see anybody else portraying the character the way Iman Vellani portrayed her. Like if you were just to throw some, like, because like at first they nobody really know who Iman Vellani was until Miss Marvel, but like if you were, like, now she's kind of a big name because of that show, but like if you were to throw somebody else in and nobody, and it's like like somebody around like 40 years old to play that looks young enough to portray a high schooler, it's like, who are you? Like you don't make me feel that, but yet Iman Vellani, who is actually close to that, actually made you feel that way. Like honestly, I couldn't see anybody else portraying the character.
Yeah, I mean, if they'd thrown a 40-year-old woman in there to play that character, that would have been fucking interesting, man. What do you think, Gunnar? That would have been fucking interesting, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Like if they had Sharon Stone as Miss Marvel.
Well, Joe Manganiello was Flash Thompson in the old Spider-Man. He was like 40 back then.
Kim Basinger, that should have been dope.
Fuck you, Steve from Bumble. Fuck you.
There you go. I'm telling you, Kevin Feige, right there you go, baby. Miss Marvel season 2. Replace Iman Vellani, okay, with Susan Sarandon. You got it, mate. It's a home run, dude.
Well, at the end of the day, who is the star of the MCU? It's Sarah. Sarah is the star. Her casting, she's casted almost perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Almost. Sarah Haley Finn, almost perfectly.
Oh, my God, Gunnar. Well, come on, dude. Gunnar, are you actually trying to somehow heal my permanent erectile dysfunction from She-Hulk or some shit tonight or whatever for me or something? Because, literally.
How many misses has she had in casting? Not that many.
This is the first time my penis has not been flaccid since She-Hulk episode 7 right now, folks. I just want to be clear. That's how moved I am right now by the experience right now of recording with Gunnar and the shit he's dropping. You know what I'm saying? My penis just budged like almost a millimeter. Like it grew, which is an improvement for me. You know what I'm saying?
Millimeters, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Awesome.
No, centimeters actually. But no, seriously though, like Todd, you know who we're talking. You know who Gunnar's talking about, right? Sarah Haley Finn.
No, I do not actually. Here, let me.
She does all the casting for Marvel.
Oh, okay.
She started off as just Sarah Finn. Now she's Sarah Haley Finn, and she actually has her own company, I think now, doesn't she, Gunnar?
Well, she got someone else working. Someone else with her was casting. Was it She-Hulk? I think.
Yeah, she was the casting director from.
No, go ahead.
Sarah Finn, sometimes not credited as Sarah Haley Finn, is the casting director on Iron Man 2, Thor, and Marvel One-Shots The Consultant. Captain America, The First Avenger, and Marvel One-Shot, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to Thor's Hammer, The Avengers, Marvel's One-Shot, Item 47, Iron Man 3, and basically...
No, you're good. You're good. No, I mean, she's essentially either directly or in some way influenced every casting decision essentially in the MCU, basically. So we all know, we know that, man.
Kevin Feige, she's the second most important person in this.
Yeah, no, Gunner's point is, Todd, that Sarah Finn is basically like she's the behind the scenes like hero of the MCU. People don't even grasp.
Oh yeah,
like how influential she is. Like seriously, with what she's done.
Honestly, with most of her casting, like I agree with her 100%. Like, you know, like certain people, like, you know, honestly, like Jon Favreau is the one who pushed for Robert Downey Jr. to be Iron Man. Like everybody knows that, and like with her backing him up on it, like
you know who they wanted?
Tom Cruise.
No, they originally wanted
they wanted Chris from MCU
from
Mondays.
From what I read is that they originally wanted Tom Cruise.
Oh, in the 90s they wanted Sam, what's his name? The guy from Iron Man 2.
Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell. And that's how he got on as Hammer.
Dude, he was awesome as Justin Hammer too, man.
But Robert Downey Jr. made this whole universe. It wasn't for
they better bring Justin Hammer back, man. I'm telling you right now.
Armor Wars.
The fight. I honestly they said they might bring him back, and Sam Rockwell was excited for, like, he's even saying that he wants to come back for it. But the funny thing is, like, a bunch of people don't even know this, but the news reporter that Tony slept with from the very first Iron Man is actually Sam Rockwell's real life wife.
Wow, really?
So her and Sam Rockwell, if it wasn't for her,
his wife, awesome.
Yeah, so yeah, he wanted to steal Tony Stark's tech because Tony stole his wife.
Well, hey.
It's like, hey, you fucked my wife, I'm stealing your technology.
You're not talking about Leslie Bibb, are you?
I think that's who she is.
Really? I didn't know she was married to Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell is, Leslie Bibb. They've been
I didn't know it.
Yeah, they've been married since 2007.
Wow, that's awesome. She's awesome. I like her a lot.
So do I.
Yeah, me too.
Honestly, growing up, actually, Sam Rockwell used to terrify me.
I'll never forget his first movie, which was the Ninja Turtles movie.
I forgot that. Well, that's the thing. Like, I forgot he was completely in that movie. But no, like, the very first movie that I recognized him as an actor was The Green Mile with Tom Hanks.
Yeah, he was great in that.
Hey, I'll tell you right now, Todd. I can give you props, man. That like legit, like that, dude. Honestly, bro, most guys I meet from your age group, your generation, shit, are terrified of pussy, man. Yeah, they're afraid of it. Like, they're afraid of it, dude.
Yeah.
So I gotta give you props, man. At least you're not afraid of pussy.
Exactly. But no, like I said, like, growing up, like, because of The Green Mile, with seeing how he acted and how he was in that movie, he terrified me so much. Like, yeah, I was still wanting to be a director and everything, but he terrified me so much that I didn't ever want to work with, like, being a director and being, and everything. I didn't want to work with him because I was afraid that's how he acted in real life. But then
just to be clear, Todd, that's what terrifies me, bro. That's the shit that, like, in the middle of the night, that shit that wakes me up at night with cold sweats right there, baby. You there, Todd? See that? There you go, folks. Like, I dropped that image, and Todd, that was it. Todd went dark. That was the impact right there. The tangible impact of the Brie Larson 7-year-old boy ass butt double type jazz she's going down over here with this image, man. I'm telling you right now. Honestly, folks, with shit going like that going on and whatnot and everything, I don't even know what's going on. I mean, it's just like, who knows? He's back. Todd, you're back, man.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I just figured that it was probably She-Hulk 7-year-old boy ass. Or not She-Hulk.
Yep, sounds about right. Yeah.
I mean, you did hear about the lawsuit, right? The guy sued Brie because he tried to hit that shit from the back. And when he tried, he experienced complete erectile dysfunction, permanent erectile dysfunction, like me from She-Hulk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he couldn't handle it, man.
Yeah.
So he's suing her. Yeah, he's suing her for permanent erectile dysfunction. That's rough, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Todd. I'm just fucking with you, man. Anyways, no.
You're good.
No, but seriously, you're right, Gunnar. Seraphin is awesome, and it's unfortunate. It's honestly, it's sad. It really is that so few people even know who the hell she is. They really don't. They have no clue. And I'm telling you right now, considering how much money that they're paying Brie Larson for her stupid ass, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, for Captain Bree's bullshit, I'm telling you right now, I hope they're freaking taking care of Seraphin, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
If they're paying her with pieces of cloth like me, with the Tuskens, dude, that's not right.
Yeah. So what's your guys? I was just kind of curious behind this. What's your guys' opinion on them having Harrison Ford be recasting for the Thunderbolt Ross, aka Red Hulk?
I mean, they got to bring someone in. I would have rather have Sam Elliott back from regular Hulk, but can't go wrong with Harrison Ford, I guess.
I would have rather had a transgender character. You know, a woman.
With a mustache.
Woman to male, transgender character or whatnot, so we can have more inclusivity. Than Harrison Ford personally.
Yeah. The one person.
Could you imagine if She-Hulk was a trans person? That'd be fucking interesting. A Red Hulk.
That'd be very interesting.
Honestly, I thought they should have killed off Thunderbolt Ross and instead brought back Liv Tyler and make her the Red She-Hulk instead. Flip her as a villain. And bring on a Red She-Hulk. Like, that would be a cool twist.
That would be. Go
ahead, Todd.
But I was going to say the one person that I would have loved to see replace the actor to become Red Hulk would have to be Jeff Bridges. That would have been fun to see. Him play as Red Hulk.
Yeah, but you can't have You can't have one actor play two characters in the MCU.
Except for Gemma Chan.
Jeff Bridges isn't in the MCU.
Yeah, it was. He was an
Iron Man.
He was Obadiah Stane.
He was Ironmonger.
Fuck, I forgot he was. I forgot he was Ironmonger. Shit, I'm retarded.
Yeah,
I forgot. But
nowadays, who's been in the MCU? I mean,
I'm not used to have big balls.
Everyone's been in the MCU. People have been in it like different times now.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you.
Cersei's actress. She played in Captain Marvel.
She was in Gemma Chan, and then Peter Quill's mom was in Iron Man. Captain America.
That Jar Jar Binks is going to be in Captain America 4. Jar Jar.
That'll be awesome.
Yep. He's going to be the villain.
Of the film. That'll be awesome.
Yep, Jar Jar, baby. Oh shit! There you go. I'm telling you, ever since I played that Brie Larson shot, man, that fucked Todd up, man. He's all screwed up now.
Maybe we just need to talk about the X-Men and.
You know what? Before we talk about X-Men, I have got some old school MCU. I thought about it for a minute. I was like, should I just do regular trailers or should I do trailer reactions? Like, what's going to be more fun? And I figured, fuck, let's do trailer reactions. Next time we'll do regular trailers. But I'm gonna just to make this interesting for you, Gunnar. I'm not even gonna tell you what I'm gonna drop first. I want it to be a surprise for you.
Just drop it like it's hot, man.
Hey, listen, I'm all about it, baby. I got it. I got you. I got your back.
There was an idea
said by the inventors
to bring together a group of remarkable people to see if we could become something more.
Just like some house what? Is that a human vision?
We could fight the battles that they never In time, you know what it's like to lose. Feel so desperately to show up. Run
know, holy fuck, that is goddamn the worst. That is the worst sounding, shittiest audio reaction video in the history of fucking reaction videos. And there you go, folks. That's why they call me True Knowledge, baby. Right there. That's how we do it. That's the worst one I've ever even fucking seen. That's what I picked for the show for Gunner.
That's all right. That's all right. I mean, that's what a great trailer. I say that Endgame theater shot where it's the battle at the end, and you got the theater reaction. That's one of the greatest videos I've ever seen,
dude. That trailer right there, I swear to God,
it's a perfect trailer. Perfect.
I don't know if there's a better trailer than that out there in general overall. I don't know if, honestly, I'm not bullshitting. I'm talking all together in history. I don't know if there's a better fucking trailer. That's more exciting. It builds up more suspense and shit, and has more fucking like money shots, right? And shit than that one, dude. That motherfucker kills it.
Absolutely.
And, dude, I'm telling you right now, man.
And the movie actually lived up to it.
Oh, and I'm telling you, like,
I mean, Age of Ultron, that was a great trailer. The one with the Pinocchio song, that was a great trailer, but I left that movie disappointed. Now I love it. Years later, I can look back on it and love the movie, but very disappointed the first time I saw it.
Yeah, and I'll tell you something right now, too. You know, besides how fucking terrible the audio was on that one, Jesus, if I was actually watching that, if I was watching YouTube smoking a joint like today or some shit or today and whatnot, and I came across that shit, watch the reaction video, I would turn that shit off in 2 seconds. I'd be like, what the fuck?
Well, there's just too much noise in it because there's so many people.
That's my point.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I've never even found one that bad before and whatnot until now. That's the one I picked for you, bro. Just to make it clear how much I care about you.
That's all.
You know, I wanted you to have the best. But Ty, what up, bro? Oh shit. I think you're frozen, dude. You're in the movie Frozen 5, baby. But no, Gunner, honestly, man, I like, no joke. I'm not obsessed. Like, I'm not sitting here watching the Avengers Infinity War trailer 2 reactions, 77 times a day just to like get through life or some shit. You feel me? But at the end of the day, though, I won't lie to you, man. You already know. You know for a fact. Everybody who knows me personally knows I love Avengers, Marvel trailer reactions, and I watch them all the time. But no joke, man. I'm telling you, at least a couple times a month, I watch like the Endgame and the Infinity War trailer reactions. I do, because dude, they pump me up, man.
I love the trailers themselves. I mean, the reactions are good, but I could just watch those trailers over and over again.
See, that's the thing, though. I wanted to tell you and point out to you was that, and that, you know what? The next time that that we touch on this, I'll actually pull up an article and explain what I'm talking about better, because I'm not a doctor or a psychologist or whatever. But they've started to come up with some pretty solid theories and some concepts in terms of what it is in the brain and what it is that causes people to be so into these reaction videos, why they're so popular to people and whatnot, like what the connective tissue is from a synopsis standpoint, from a brain standpoint, right? They are actually studying it. And honestly, dude, it's very interesting when you look into it and whatnot, because again, I can't speak the medical jargon and whatnot and everything the way that, the article I read and whatnot. But I read have like a half an article about the whole thing and everything. It's actually very logical. Like, it makes a lot of sense. And it's actually very positive. Like the actual, what it is, when you like what it is in you and your brain, as a person that causes people to enjoy reaction videos so much. It's not a negative thing. It's not like anything that hurts people. You see what I'm saying? It's not, it's not, it's actually something like that's good. There's something inside of us and in our brains where on a human level, when we see other people and we observe them do similar tasks that we've also performed, or experience similar experiences we've experienced, or see or watch, whatever. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And that, well, we then at the same time are able to connect with them on a level where we see them smiling and happy and positive, and watch them emotionally react in a similar, consistent way that we have in the past, or even like more, right, or less. We connect deeply to that. It's that simple. It's not complicated, right? And that's all it is. It's literally, that's, to break it down, folks, that is the true knowledge, scientific explanation right there for why reaction videos are so dope and shit, right? And at the same time, I'm so awesome at them that I have the longest reaction videos in the history of YouTube. I have reaction videos that are 48 minutes long. There you go, folks. I do it, baby. Yep. That's how you know you're really trying to get those stats on YouTube, man. When your average, reaction videos on Band-Maid reactions are 37 minutes. Right, Gunnar?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'm setting a new precedent, baby. In a time when short form content is what's hot and trending and shit, and 1 minute video content is what's hot, I'm banging out reaction videos that are 47 minutes long for you.
Man, we're 47 minutes into not even talking to what we're talking about in this episode.
Oh, there you go. See, you know what? That's the Gunnar effect right there, folks. But no, Gunnar, honestly, dude, before we get into the X-Men, if you could even try to even articulate or imagine it, could you even fathom what it felt like or what you experienced watching that Infinity War 2 trailer, like when you saw that shit?
Oh, I remember it very vividly. Just seeing it for the first time. In fact, like I said, some of the other trailers, I remember the Age of Ultron trailer. I was at Disney World. We were at MGM Studios or Hollywood Studios, and I saw that it dropped, and I just snuck out of line, and I could tell you exactly where I'm just watching it on my phone. And all those Star Wars trailers that they all dropped. Say what you will about those movies. Those trailers were all amazing. And I remember watching them all on Monday Night Football. I think they debuted almost all of them there. And I wish I would have recorded my reaction to those. My wife still makes fun of me for how I reacted to those.
Oh, you should have, dude. They would have been awesome.
I didn't think about it back then. I mean, it wasn't really a thing. I guess it wasn't, but I wasn't.
I know. I wish I would have done it. I feel the same way, man. That's how I feel too. I wish I would have been in the game then, or whatever, Or
well, hell, next time there's a Marvel trailer, let's do it together here. We'll do a short reaction.
No, Gunnar, you know what? I'm glad you mentioned that, dude. You're right. We should do that. Honestly, I'd love that. That'd be great.
Well, I'm sure there'll be another Ant-Man trailer dropping soon. So when that drops, don't watch it. We'll watch it together.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna write that down right now. Todd, you with us, bro?
Yeah.
Todd, give us a sign. Oh, there he is. I think you may have like a 19-second delay going on.
Is that so you can beep out his swearing?
Yeah. Todd, honestly, man, I think that we should probably just give it a try next time or something, dude. You know what I'm saying? And me and Gunnar are gonna rock this one out, bro. Because you're not we can't get you steady and whatnot enough to where you could even really talk or contribute and whatnot, man. That's not fun, bro. And you know what I'm saying? So we'll get it straight though, bro. Don't worry about it, Todd. We'll get you on the next show. I got you on Andor, baby, on Friday. You'll be back. But anyways, no, Gunnar, basically, I thought the same way. I'm not jealous or anything like that and whatnot, but I don't know how to crack the reaction video brigade on YouTube or whatever, to where you can join that squad or whatever, whatnot. And I don't know whoever it is you got to know to be in one of these these reaction mashup type deals or something. I'd love to though. You know what I'm saying? I would. That'd be dope. I really would. I won't lie. Oh, I'm sorry, Todd. I can't talk to you during the show, man. I apologize. It don't work that way, bro. Todd, we got you, man. Don't worry about it, dude. We'll get you on. We got you on Andor for Friday, man, episode 5, and we'll figure things out by then. And you should definitely get that shit straightened out before you interview Charlie Cox, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or Charlie ain't gonna be down with all that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta imagine. I mean, but then again, he also did the walk of shame during She-Hulk, so who knows?
He did.
So who knows what he'll do? But either way, but no, Gunnar, I honestly, dude, I would have just personally loved to have watched myself react to the Infinity War 2 trailer, and see my facial expressions of what I was like for me. Dude, you want to talk about friggin' having your freaking hair stand up and shit, and legit freaking out, you know what I'm saying? Having your heart beating fast and shit, and anxiety, and all these different shit going down and whatnot. And the same, like just because of a trailer. That's what I was going through.
Yep.
When I saw Captain America catch fucking that Infinity Gauntlet and shit from Thanos and whatnot with his teeth gritting and shit, I was like, bro, seriously? Come on now. Like, don't do that, man. That's not okay.
Yeah, man, they know how to cut a trailer.
Ah, are you kidding me? I'm sorry, but I'm telling you. All I can honestly say is that I will say that again, last thing I'm gonna say about this, and you can tell me what you think. I will say that I honestly think that the Batman trailers with Pattinson, those trailers that DC did put out are fucking really solid, bro.
Nirvana song in it. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. Oh, they're good. That second one, man. Oh man. Seriously, dude. With that shot at the end.
That was one of the best trailers too.
Nah, but whoever did that shot at the end of that second Batman trailer where he rams the Penguin and then they flip the camera and they do that reverse shot with Batman with the cape flowing and shit coming towards him. Oh my god, dude! Seriously, epic
stuff.
I mean, and I'm sorry, but like the Batman was good. It was a good movie. I thought it was good. Too long, but good. But at the same time, if it had been as good as that trailer, oh my god, that would have been life changing.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Snyder Cut trailers were dope too. They were good.
I like the Snyder Cut, to be honest. I liked it a lot.
Dude, Gunnar, I want to review the Snyder Cut. I never have, man.
Yeah.
That's what you and I should get together and do.
I need to watch it again.
4-parter, baby. You know what I'm saying? We'll do 4 parts for each segment. That would be fun. That I would enjoy.
I'd like to go back, watch the director's cut of Batman vs. Superman, and then watch the Snyder cut. Because the director's cut of Batman vs. Superman is pretty good. Well, at least compared to the original, it's great. Original, well, not great.
For you, Gunnar, and you out there, folks, in general, we are covering DCU now. We are. And I also want to just mention really quick that unfortunately, we still are not able to live stream on the MCU's Bleeding Edge Facebook page right now, sadly, because of StreamYard. I have no idea why. We haven't been able to for over a month now, basically, almost. I still have not been able to get it fixed or whatever and whatnot. It's killing us. It really is. I won't lie. I don't know, Gunnar, if I ever told you, but we throw up some nasty stats on Facebook, man. We do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bro. So it really sucks, dude. It really does. We're still on Facebook, kind of. We're on the Minds Creativity Network Facebook page, and we're on the MCU, the MCU's Bleeding Edge fandom, group, Facebook group, but we're not on the page, and that's where we usually get all the views.
Did Trump get you banned again?
What's that?
Trump got you banned again, didn't he?
No. No. It's a widespread thing on StreamYard that's been going on with Facebook. And we're also not on Rumble tonight, folks, because sadly, I'm sorry, Rumble folks, but that whole manual deal where you got to manually source Rumble for live streams and whatnot, I did not have the time to deal with tonight. I wasn't going to put Gunnar through that. But that, because, sadly, we love you, Rumble, but yeah, that whole thing, man, is a little bit of a tough thing. It takes 10 minutes just to freaking set up a live stream on Rumble. Sadly, that should definitely be something they should consider reevaluating. But no, in general, I agree with you 100%. Well, what you just said, Gunnar, in terms of what you would review. But yeah, we are covering DCU now, Gunnar. I think I've already told you that before. And folks, we're delving into that direction, especially now with Gunn, right, Gunnar? With Gunn on the team, running the show, right? At that point, we got to dive in there, and at that point, Gunnar, I think honestly, overall, you probably have more DC knowledge than I do, and cyber.
We'll see.
That we need people like that to fill in the gaps and shit and whatnot on the shows and whatnot when we cover stuff and whatnot, so we make sure that we do it the right way.
Sounds good.
There you go, man. And plus, you're so charming, anyways. You know what I mean? That
I guess I should finally watch Black Adam then.
Yeah, there you go. That would be a good idea. Yes,
I didn't watch What was the other one? There was another one that I still haven't watched. Oh, that was Morbius. I haven't watched Morbius yet.
Oh, really? I think you probably have to pay me to watch Morbius. To be honest with you. Ty, you there, bro?
The reason I wanted to see it was I wanted to see how it fit in with everything else. But now that it's been 12 months since Spider-Man came out, it has not affected it at all. So I don't care.
Todd, you there? Oh, Todd, I'm sorry, man. Silent language doesn't work too good during live streams, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, silent language does not work on here, bro. It's about as effective as trying to talk to chicks on Snapchat, and actually expecting something productive to come out of it. You know what I'm saying? Try that out sometimes. Yeah, that goes for you. It's extremely positive. It's a good experience for you. It's about as fun as She-Hulk. Either way, folks. As far as Todd goes, Todd, we love you, bro, and we will get you in, bro. I promise. When you're not all chopped up. But no, Gunner. What as far as Black Adam goes, you haven't seen it yet. Do you know? Have shit already been leaked to you and whatnot to where you already know what goes on? And
No, the only thing I know is I heard of a certain cameo.
You already heard about that?
I heard about that. I don't know how it fits in. I don't know anything, but
that sucks.
Watch it. It's just you know what? I had to go to North Carolina for a funeral, and then I was in San Francisco last weekend, and so it's just been kind of crazy around here. So
hey, that's crazy, man. North Carolina, a state I love, and probably if I was going to move back up north, would probably that's where I'd go. And then San Francisco, a place where I would rather fucking die than like go there. You know what I'm saying? Like I would rather like literally die and have permanent erectile dysfunction and die. Right?
San Francisco actually was a lot cooler than I thought.
Oh, okay.
That reputation has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, well, I think probably that unfortunately, like my political ideology lies in a space where if I was to even go into San Francisco, I would just like eviscerate. I would like burst into flames. You feel me?
Sure.
Yeah, I don't think it would work out for me good, man.
Should I take the San Francisco Giants hat off? Is it offending? More than my
hey, listen.
Offend you?
Hey, listen. I'll tell you what, bro. If San Francisco was like San Francisco was when I went to San Francisco the last time back in like 2000 or whatever, or 1999, whatever the hell it was, I might consider going back there. But now,
isn't that where Ant-Man is? Isn't Ant-Man in San Francisco?
Hey, man, he is. Who knows, man? He might have been. Maybe who knows, man? Maybe Ant-Man's there. Maybe he's living on the streets, bro. Like like with one of those like homeless like mansion shacks or whatever they got going out of the streets or whatever. Maybe who knows? Maybe as a side job, part time, he's also working for the city, picking up human feces every day.
We'll find out in Ant-Man 3 in 2023.
That would be an interesting element to add to Quantum Mania.
There you go.
Anyways, folks, from, of course, the wonderful publication and website, Collider.com, Kevin Feige says we're getting close to the X-Men entering the MCU. Oh, my God. That is fucking crazy. And this is, of course, from, wow, what a name, baby. Shritty? What the fuck? SHRISHTY. Where? Shritty. Okay, there you go. Bashara, published October 27th, 2022. Basically, with an awesome, really fucking cool image with Rogue from like the 90s X-Men where she had those like double Ds, baby. Those big thighs. Unlike the Rogue from the Fox movies where she was fucking useless and like a joke. And I'm not really sure why she was there. When Disney acquired 20th Century Fox, all fans could think about was when the X-Men will enter the MCU. When they eventually do, fans will rejoice. However, Marvel Studios is continuously paving the path for the mutants to join the MCU. So far, we understand Kamala Khan, Iman Vellani is a mutant in the DC universe, and fellow mutant Namor, or Namor, or whatever the hell I guess they're saying we're supposed to call him now, is making a debut in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Recently on the red carpet of the film's premiere, Kevin Feige was asked the same question by Deadline, and he had the same answer as his namesake Kevin gave to Jennifer Walters in the recently concluded Oscar-nominated series She-Hulk, Disney Plus series. For the uninitiated, the finale of She-Hulk pulled the rug from under the fans' feet by letting Tatiana Maslany's, a titular character, break the fourth wall in the most unexpected way, along with also making me gay, also at the same time, and losing my becoming gay too. In the final moments of the show, I'm not even going to talk about this. I have nothing to say about it, other than the fact that True Knowledge is mentioned in this article. How about that? Feige on the red carpet made a reference to show where a reporter asked the same question. That's what Jennifer Walters just asked the robot in the final episode of She-Hulk. I'll give you the same answer. I don't remember no answers what I think he gave. Feige, however, said, but Deadpool and Wolverine are both in the upcoming MCU installment Deadpool 3, which is insane. I wonder what you think about that, Gunnar. You know, we're getting close. Yeah, Gunnar, what do you think about that? Are you freaking, is that crazy that they're going to freaking have goddamn Hugh Jackman back in Deadpool?
Well, I mean, they got lucky in how they ended Deadpool 2. That perfectly sets up whoever they want to bring in to the MCU with the fact that he's got the time travel band on, or whatever you want to call it, belt on. So I mean, it works out perfectly to bring Deadpool in. They couldn't have paid Fox enough to end it that way. I just want to see an X-Men timeline, X-Men continuity. Their timelines, their continuity is just makes so little sense. So little sense. How could you have a character played by Winston Duke in one movie and then Peter Dinklage in another? Like, it makes no sense. 6'4" African-American man, little person, like white little person. Like, man, I don't have a problem with either one of them playing Trask. I really don't. I thought Peter Dinklage was great, but the problem is, like, their movies do not make sense. They don't. I feel like they're like, who cares? And so that's why I'm glad give Kevin Feige another shot at putting the X-Men in the MCU. Unfortunately, we missed out on a lot. I know Todd said he wanted Gambit. Man, Josh Holloway would have been the perfect Gambit 15 years ago. Might be a little too old now, but I want to see A, these characters we still haven't gotten, and B, the other ones we've gotten done right. Wolverine was done right. Magneto done right. Professor X done right. You know, Quicksilver I thought was done right. I thought.
And what's the connection there? And what's the connection there? All they had great actors and play the roles.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it was.
But here, Apocalypse. Oscar Isaac is a great actor. It was terrible. He was terrible in that. Not him, but
yeah,
it was terrible.
But that was because of the writing, the story, and the way that they depicted him visually as Apocalypse.
And the weird thing was, I thought Days of Future Past was fantastic. I thought it was great.
It was freaking awesome.
And yeah. I just felt like they ruined an opportunity resetting the X-Men universe. The next X-Men film should not have been Apocalypse.
Dude, Days of Future Past is entertaining as shit, no matter how many times you watch it.
The next X-Men movie should have brought back the original cast because they fixed that timeline. Continue on with that original cast. I think it's great.
It's never a good sign when a third movie in a trilogy is better than the first movie.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You tell me how as far as history goes, how's that worked out very well?
Return of the Jedi was pretty freaking awesome, though.
Well, hey, you know what? You're right. That's true.
Civil War is pretty freaking awesome, also. Avengers.
You know what? Hey, you know what? Listen, Gunnar, I didn't ask you to come on the show to maybe look an asshole tonight. All right, buddy?
I'm good. That's what I'm here for. Someone's got to put.
Okay. See, you know what, folks? That's why Gunnar's back. Gunnar honestly was bored. He was tired of not being able to make me look like a fucking douchebag. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was
with a smile though. That's
it was sucking. He was recording with other creators that were actually worth the fuck and like talented and whatnot and everything and all that. And like he literally missed like the amateurish, like, you know, pathetic, talentless type bullshit going down here, the bleeding edge with me, to where, you know what I'm saying, he just needs something like that in his life, you know?
I've missed you, Jeff.
So like, you know, to help like boost his confidence, you know, whatnot, you know, to be around me, so he can remind him of how how bad things could be for him. You know, he could be me, and then, hey, you know what? Fuck, man, I'm telling you.
But Forever Return of the Jedi. There's a Spider-Man 3.
There you go. And there you go. And being me ain't so bad, baby. I'll tell you right now. There ain't many dudes out there that got fucking most dudes' body counts in general ain't even close to my threesome counts. You feel me? So I think I'm doing all right, folks. You know what I'm saying? I'm out there straight doing more threesomes than dudes are getting laid in general. So hey, what do you want me to say? And at the same time, no joke. And I'm gonna put this shit up eventually and whatnot, and just show y'all, folks, and whatnot, and stop playing. We're over here just like straight killing it, women analytically, overall, flat out, just killing it, baby, smoking it.
You can do it. Put your back into it.
Killing it, baby. Killing it. 35, fucking 37, 38, 40% female viewership on YouTube, baby. 60 fucking percent, 62% viewership podcast wise with women, dude. Bet more women listen to our podcast than men. What does that tell you? There you go, folks. It's my extremely small penis. Right? It just radiates to the ladies. They love it. It's the truth. I'm telling you.
Awesome.
It's that, and the occasional time the gutter pops up once in a while, you know, and that just, I mean, we coast from there off gutter.
There you go.
Basically, off his elegance and charm. Gutter, my friend, what do you think about in terms of how far possibly they actually are in terms of the actual introduction of the X-Men into the MCU? Would you say it's fair to say that they at least must be maybe not heavily casting, but they're at least out there like rumor, like putting floater type casting? I think.
I think they're way past that. They know who's going to play the major roles. They at least know who they want for those roles. I think as far as getting them in, they just have to figure out what's the best way to do it. Are they going to use incursions? Are they going to? They've been there the whole time at the Nikki and Paulo syndrome. How are they going to do it? I think if they were smart, they would do what they're kind of doing. Do it one character at a time. You know, give us these characters that we don't have emotional attachments because they weren't in other films. So again, Gambit would be a great character to show up. Namor was a great character to show you. The first mutant. Technically, he is the first person in the MCU to say mutant, spoiler alert, to identify himself as a mutant. Because remember, Captain or Ms. Marvel never said the word mutant. They said mutation, and they played the doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. So Namor, being the first mutant, has the first person to have actually said the word mutant. So now they can go on and slowly bring in all these characters that we've been waiting for.
Let me ask you a question, Gunnar. Have you thought about this at all? Is it possible, do you think, that if there was one thing that could fuck up at the X-Men with Marvel Studios, where they could do something wrong, whatever, it could actually possibly be in some way this like Marvel, you know, like overdose type shit. This like, you know, people are tired of it type jazz, like it's played out type theme or whatnot, or people are kind of over it right now type deal, you know, stuff that's going on, or also at the same time, along with it, the overall like, you know, end game, you know, deal where we went from phase 3 into phase 4, and there's that automatic drop off where you're going to have that neutrality, that period where you almost have to reset, right? And then you have the Disney Plus series too, coming in, that introduction of that, the advent of, you know, WandaVision and have, you know, Falcon and Winter Soldier, the Disney Plus series, maybe helping be a part of the oversaturation to where it has caused people to have sort of a Marvel, you know, take a break kind of deal going on to some extent. Do you think it's possible that something like that, and then you throw Disney in there too, and their motives, you know, how that could influence or somehow possibly adversely affect how they end up doing the X-Men? That they
Honestly,
can rush it?
I think that the Marvel fans have wanted the X-Men and the Fantastic Four so badly that honestly they could as you would say, they could have Chloe Zhao direct it, and it would be amazing because it's not everything we've seen. So I'm talking more for the Fantastic Four, but because those movies have been a train wreck, all 3 iterations. Though the Jessica Alba ones were less of a train wreck than the Josh Trank one, which was just brutal.
Hey, don't tell Cyber that. Don't talk like that in front of Cyber, man.
Does he like the Josh Trank Fantastic Four?
Cyber, I love you, bro. I'm just busting
There's an hour and 24 minutes before an action scene in that movie.
Cyber, I'm busting your balls, man. Just to be clear to you, motherfucker. No, Cyber is not a fan of the whatever that bullshit you're just talking about. The whatever you want to call whatever
Josh
that was.
Trank.
That bullshit where Dr. Doom was whatever. I don't know what the fuck he even was.
It was terrible.
Yeah, I don't know what even happened there, but no, he really does get down and love the original Fantastic Four films for Fox. He does, and I respect that.
Look, compared to the other 2 versions, well, the one was a joke and never meant for public consumption. The Roger Corman one. The other one wasn't bad. You know what? It had some good things. I thought, and I'm backpedaling a little because I did just make fun of it, but
I know it's fun. It makes me laugh because in reality, I mean, I'm just fucking around. Like, I love Cyber to death, but I think those movies are fucking disgusting. Like, it
had some good moments in it, though. I thought Ben Grimm was great. I thought the Michael Chiklis was really great. I could feel his uncomfort in that suit. But yeah, I mean, compared to the MCU, they're garbage.
Dude, if Chris Evans had acted as Captain America, how he did fucking as Johnny Blaze in those movies and whatnot, it would have been rough, bro.
Johnny Blaze.
That would have been rough, bro. You know what I'm saying? But tough, man. Civil War would have been depressing, bro.
I hope when we get into Secret Wars and they bring Chris Evans back as Johnny Blaze, I hope someone mentions the fact that they think he's Captain America.
Dude, how does it make any fucking sense to bring Chris Evans back as Johnny Blaze, as the Human Torch? Like, why would you even do that?
Because Kevin Feige has the biggest, you know what, in the planet. And
I'm serious though. Oh, come on. I'm serious. If they want to do that, I mean, look, I swear to God, I would have bet money hardcore that Hugh Jackman would have never played Wolverine again, flat out. Right? I swear to God, I would have. I thought it would never happen.
Like, as soon as Disney got the rights back, I thought, you know what, we'll see him back eventually.
See, I just figured that he would be like, dude, I'm done. Like, Logan was so solid. Like, I want to go out. I want to go out off Logan, right? Yeah, seriously.
Going off in Deadpool 3, I think it'll be.
Hey, I hope they do it right.
Morbius is going to be in it, or Mobius Owen Wilson. I'm excited he's going to be in Deadpool.
There's not going to. Hugh Jackman's not going to have a big role in Deadpool. Just to be clear, folks.
We'll see.
Listen, we're going to be getting a new Wolverine. They're not going to want to throw any shine off of.
Oh, I don't think. Yeah, I think this will be his last time. Maybe Secret Wars, but I don't think the future of the MCU is not Hugh Jackman as well.
No, man, come on, Gunnar. You know how important and valuable, not just as like in terms of what kind of character is, but monetarily. From a box office standpoint, you know how big of a deal Wolverine is. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you know what? Like, speaking of the Mutants, I just think they had a great opportunity. And I thought Eternals was going to be that. It was going to be that opportunity where they can say, "Look, there's this gene inside people, and when they snapped, it awoken this X gene inside of them." Like, that could have been the perfect excuse for why there weren't mutants, and now there are. And maybe that's still what they're gonna do. But I think we're a little past the snap now. I don't think they can. We're too far along from the snap.
No, and see, that's the thing, is that, like, to me, some of the things that I find interesting are, I mean, I hate to say, I mean, look, there's no way to get around it, folks, and Gunnar. There is a business aspect to all this stuff at the end of the day with Disney and Marvel Studios, too, and Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige cares about business. He cares about money, right? Like, he's aware, it's a part of his job. to be concerned about box office and whatnot, and look at the projections and the numbers and whatnot, see what's going on. At the end of the day, honestly, geez, man, I'm telling you, it's something you got to really think about in terms of a strategy for your company, like for your brand, for your product. In terms of the schedule, the timing of how you go about certain things and certain events. In this situation, what we're talking about, the X-Men and the Fantastic Four, coming off of Endgame, where things are at with the fandom right now. I'm talking about, Gunnar, with this kind of sort of, some people are kind of a little bit like malaise off of, they're a little bit, it's been.
Well, here's the thing that they'll have, look, these Avengers, I think after Secret Wars, we're not going to have the Avengers anymore. We're not going to see, most of them are done anyway. Evans, Johansson, they're all done anyway. Robert Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth even says he doesn't know if he's going to come back again. So now that the Avengers are officially done, we have these new Avengers coming in, but what's going to carry the future of the MCU? It's going to be the X-Men.
Nah, man. Honestly, if I was Chris Hemsworth after Thor 4, I wouldn't come back either. Nah, I wouldn't. Honestly, basically Taika Waititi pulled a Chloe Zhao in terms of how he handled freaking Christian Bale in that film. Like, I'm sorry, but talk about like not using an actor, like, what I'm saying, in a film and whatnot.
Feel like Christian Bale shot a lot more scenes than they put in the movie. They just cut too much of him out.
I'm not trying to be negative or anything like that and whatnot. It's not like that at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Thor 4 was terrible or anything like that and whatnot. It's not like that. I'm just simply saying that, like, it just simply seems ridiculous to me that, like, you have something like you have a resource like Christian Bale there, right, to play a really fucking dope character, a villain that, if done right, can be really good, like really cool, right? And then you do nothing with him.
Well, how do you have the God Butcher and not show him butchering any gods?
No, I just don't get it. It makes no sense to me. Seriously, like, what?
The problem was that Ragnarok was too successful, and they said, give us another Ragnarok instead of just make another film. And I think that's where the problem was. He tried too hard to do what was successful from Ragnarok, because everyone loved Ragnarok. You ask Marvel fans, I bet you 90% would say it's their top 5 favorite Marvel movies.
But how do you not learn from Infinity War with Thanos and grasp that, like, what a legit good villain that's well played by the right actor can be like to a film?
Again, that wasn't what he was hired for. He was hired to make another Thor Ragnarok. And then when he made another Ragnarok, it wasn't what, the franchise and the character had evolved. It evolved. He needed that. He needed Ragnarok to get Thor in the position to where we saw Fat Thor in Endgame. But he evolved since then. So, yeah, I just think, and I also think my TD was getting ready to do Guardians 3 if they never brought James Gunn back.
Also, though, Gunnar, you also know, I know you do, that Taika had a plan for what he wanted to do with the fourth Thor film even before Ragnarok. He did. He had an idea of what he wanted to do, what direction he wanted to go. That was set. Like, he knew where he was going with Thor 4 from jump. You know what I'm saying? That, and it had nothing to do with focusing on gore at all. That was not the, that wasn't the premise, right? It wasn't like a big deal.
Needs more gore? Is that what you're saying?
I know for a fact, I can't remember exactly what he said, but if you look at what he said, his description basically of what he projected, Love and Thunder to be like, right, before it was done, and they actually produced it. It literally, his premise had nothing to do with the villain at all. Like, gore was not mentioned.
Well, and you could tell that they wanted to take it in a direction. All the other God stuff was kind of thrown in there.
He mentioned that he wanted it to be a love story. He wanted to have 80s music in it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of stuff he talked about. Like, in terms of what he envisioned, right? And so maybe you're right. Like, maybe the timing just wasn't right, but either way, and again, this isn't a big deal, but I just feel like, geez, man, like you said, they just didn't do anything with him. There was no butchering. Like, there was not, like, they didn't give him enough screen time for him to be effective as a villain.
Absolutely. There's just too much that they needed to get done in that movie and not enough time.
And I'm sorry, but like people don't get it. Like you can sit there and say that, the trope of like the good guy versus the villain is done, it's played out or whatever and whatnot, but it's not. It works every fucking time.
The villain will make the movie.
There you go. It's that simple. It never fails. If it's just done correctly, it's always positive. People love that shit. So that's that simple.
They've had some great villains in Marvel. Thanos, not only was he the villain, he was the main star of
oh my God,
Infinity War.
Listen, if there's one actual actor or actress that should have been nominated for a fucking Oscar for anything MCU related, that should have been Brolin as Thanos in Infinity War. As far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it was great.
Right? Yeah, and Jar Jar Binks too, for his performance. Right? And whatever the fuck those Star Wars films were. Back in the 2000s. I'm telling you, man. Jar Jar should have been nominated, baby.
I like Jar Jar.
Well, listen. No, but seriously though, am I full of shit or what? You don't think Brolin should have at least gotten maybe nominated for like nominated for like support for lead actor?
I mean, I think Gollum should have got nominated for lead actor in The Two Towers. I'll tell you what, and I think the fact that he didn't means you cannot nominate Brolin, because Brolin was great, but he was no Gollum in Lord of the Rings.
Nah, and Gunner's right. That's
amazing.
That's a really good point too. We just got done reviewing Rings of Power, and I'm telling you right now, like there were several situations with Lord of the Rings and whatnot where just because of the type of films those were and that niche, there were actors and actresses that didn't get rewarded, unfortunately, by the Academy.
The thing with Andy Serkis was that because it was a digital character that's why he didn't get it. But I mean, they tried to nominate Robin Williams for Aladdin 30 years ago. So I mean, there's a precedent there trying to get these voice actors. But the thing is, like, these mocap stuff is acting. You know what I mean? It's not just, it's his movements. It's his words, it's his movements. Unlike, say, Robin Williams that just voiced the genie, but Andy Serkis wore the
no. If anything, it makes the acting performance even harder.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not doesn't help you or boost you; it hinders you, right?
But Brolin was great. He was absolutely great.
Oh yeah, outstanding. Are you kidding? He made that film. I mean, you want to talk about a villain that is multi-layered, right? And actually, like, authentically displays a non one directional mindset, and actually is vulnerable, and like, you know what I'm saying, and has emotions, right?
My only problem is that we'll probably never see him again. I'd like to see him again. Maybe Secret Wars we'll see him again, but it's very unlikely to see him again.
I'd rather see him come back as Cable.
Well, I think Cable's supposed to be. I read an article where they talked about and again, this is probably fake, but there was an announcement I read about who's going to be in. And again, take it with a grain of salt, because I'm not saying that this is canon. In fact, I'm telling you it's probably more made up, but they did list Cable coming back, and Domino.
Really?
And both Professor X's and both Magnetos.
Did they say in what?
In Deadpool 3.
Oh, in Deadpool 3.
Yeah. Like they had a cast announcement. They also had Aaron Taylor, not Aaron Taylor Johnson, the other kid from WandaVision. They said he's coming back as Quicksilver.
What?
Again, no. That's why I don't believe it necessarily. I think someone made it up.
Ralph Boner?
Yeah. Well, no, but I think he's going to not be Ralph Boner. I think if this is true, which I'm telling you, it's probably not. But yeah, I mean, I think he'll just be Quicksilver if he's back. But I don't think he will. I think they'll stay away from all those. But who?
I don't see what the obstacle or what the issue would be with not having Brolin come back and be Cable. I don't even. Other than the timing, maybe. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I honestly think he'll be back as Cable.
Like my only thinking would be like, well, wait, what if they're not ready to drop the X-Men legit as the X-Men or whatever, right? Because think about it, you really can't insert Cable really heavily into the MCU really the right way if you don't actually have a formed X-Men team. Yeah. Right. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At that point, I'm just wondering if the timing might like be something that would be a problem.
Yeah.
If, you know, right? If you're trying to be comic book accurate and everything and all that to some extent. I mean, how do you flush out Cable's backstory and all that and whatnot if there is no Jean Grey and like no Scott Summers?
Yeah. I mean, all those they'll all come. I'll be there eventually.
You know. Oh yeah, let's hope. But basically, when it comes to the X-Men in the MCU, I want to mention too, also, folks, and you too, Gunnar. Did you see that literally it's been heavily rumored in like the last 2 days that they're going to do a Scarlet Witch solo film?
Really? I haven't seen that.
Yep. Multiple stories come out in the last like day and a half about it and whatnot and everything.
Well, I heard she's going to be in Agatha, Covenant of Chaos.
Now see, there you go, folks. That I love that shit. See, I didn't know that. So thank you for giving me that nugget.
Again, it's not. Kevin Feige didn't say that. It was just rumored online.
Okay.
So who knows what's true or not?
I don't see. I mean, it doesn't seem like something that would be illogical.
No.
You know, at the same time though, I think you got to be I think you got to be strategic. I think you got to be careful with how you use Elizabeth Olsen at this point, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're limited in how you can use her, right? How many?
Well, let me ask you, how do you use her? Because I have a theory about what's your theory on how you use Elizabeth Olsen?
Hold on a second. Does this have to do with a possible theory that involves some storyline from the Marvel comics, possibly that you and I have discussed before in the past?
No, it doesn't.
Oh no,
no. You talking about the House of M, which I've been asking for years.
Oh no, I couldn't have been talking about that, Gunnar. No, I was talking about something else.
Honestly, I think they should bring in the Multiverse of Madness version of her.
Okay.
Like not the one that's dead, not the one that died. Like kill her off. Bring in the one from that other universe. Kids, like they got this incursion. Bring these two universes together. You know, because here's the other thing that people don't mention. And yeah, they killed off a lot of superheroes, but there's also one thing that no one likes to talk about. The effing time stone is still in this universe. So Mordo could have gotten the time stone and rerung all these guys that Wanda killed and bring back all these Illuminati. And now we can bring in the Illuminati. Now we can bring in the Fantastic Four. Now we can bring in Haley Atwell as Captain America.
Wait a minute. Didn't the time stone get smashed?
Not in that universe. Because remember, they killed Thanos without it. They killed Thanos by Doctor Strange by flow walking, I think, or whatever they call it. Flow walking is a Star Wars term, but whatever they call it. So I think the Infinity Stones still exist in that universe. Okay. But that's just me. I mean, how else are you going to bring in Billy and Tommy? Billy and Tommy exist.
I see what you're saying. Wait a minute. So you're saying that the time stone exists through the multiverse?
Well, no, the time stone is still in that universe. Thanos never destroyed the Infinity Gauntlet in that universe. So those stones still exist in that whatever universe it was.
Dimension universe or whatever, whatnot, where the other Wanda is?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's multiversal at that point.
Yeah. Well, I think if they're gonna do an incursion with those universes, why not combine them and bring them into our quote unquote 616?
Because I think that they're already going to be doing so much multiverse stuff already with Kang. You know what I'm saying, and whatnot, and everything, and that I think it'd be like an overlap, right? Possibly. And at that point, again, I think that there's no question that they're going to want her in Avengers 5 and 6. Like she's gonna be in those films. She will be. Like I'm sorry, but again, I don't care. Like, look, I'm very conservative with money, but like I bet money. You know, I like that, like legit. That I don't care what anybody says. I don't. These again, this wasn't Marvel Studios official. What I've read and whatnot, and what's been circulating the last like day and a half. But basically, it's been putting out there that without question, Elizabeth Olsen is not leaving the MCU. Like she is not leaving. She's not has no desire whatsoever to get out of this. You know, stop playing the Scarlet Witch and go and do other stuff. She's all in. Like she's down with the cause and whatnot with Marvel and whatnot. Good. And hey, at that point, I'm sorry, but man, I'll tell you, Sarah Finn, baby, good casting right there. I'm telling you right now, Elizabeth Olsen, what a gem, what a treasure. Seriously, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and a serious professional, a very attractive, beautiful, intelligent woman too. I mean, I don't know her, but I've watched a couple of her interviews and whatnot and everything. She seems wonderful as a person, personally, from what I can tell.
Good for her.
Right? Yep. She's almost as dope as your wife, right, Gunnar?
Sure.
I mean, she's close.
I wouldn't know. I haven't seen her, but I admire her work greatly.
Well, I've seen her on the movies and whatnot, everything. I think she looks pretty good. But I do think at the end of the day, though, Gunnar, that overall, it's possible. You tell me. I think it's possible that actually that Marvel Studios, when you said earlier that Magneto's been done the right way, you were referring to the original Fox films, right? Not the second wave Magneto with what's his name?
Well, no, my problem with the X-Men has 100% to do with 90% to do with the fact that their continuity makes no sense. They don't give a crap about continuity between the movies. And that sometimes they do something if it affects the story, like they'll put Easter eggs in, like I said, like having Bolivar Trask played by Bill Duke in X2, I think. Like that's a cool Easter egg. But then when it comes time to actually do Days of Future Past, crap, we already have Bill Duke as Trask. Well, you know what? That was just an Easter egg, so we'll forget about it. Same thing with that the Wolverine origin story. They give us all the young version of all the X-Men, but you know what? That doesn't count. We'll recast all those people. We'll retell the story and make Frost. We'll make her old in the 50s and 60s. Like it just if it affects the story, they don't worry about the past, which as someone that cares about continuity, like it bothers me. It bothers me that they introduce a character in Wolverine Origins as a kid, and then she shows up as an adult in a movie that's supposed to be a prequel to that. Like that bothers me.
Who played a better Magneto, Ian McKellen or what's his name?
I like Fassbender, I really do, but I mean, Ian McKellen was Magneto. Same thing with Professor X. I mean, I can't picture anyone else playing him but Patrick Stewart. And I'm a big McAvoy fan also.
I'm telling you, folks, how about that? Can you believe that X2, X-Men, the second film, came out in 2003? Wow.
20 years ago.
Wow. Jeez, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, folks. Gunnar, I'm turning 40 on Friday. Friday's my birthday.
Oh, nice. Happy birthday, man. Join the club.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I'm going to celebrate my birthday by watching, I guess, the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special and then reviewing Andor episode 5.
Nice. Oh, is that Friday? Friday already. Holy crap. That's awesome. I can't wait for the Guardians holiday special. You see that trailer?
Yeah, hell yeah. And hopefully we'll be able to get Todd straight and whatnot and everything so that when we come do it, we do Andor episode 5, he'll be there. You know what I mean? Because he seems like a pretty dope guy. That the Robotico audio and issues and whatnot hit him. I'm telling you, I don't know what the hell was going on with it. Like, I don't know what he had going on over there, but I must have been his Wi-Fi, because if he on the computer and the phone you get the same problems, then like what else could there be?
I can't talk. I work for a cable company, so
oh man, there you go, folks.
I gotta stand up for my brethren.
Oh man,
yeah, that sounds like a Wi-Fi issue.
Yo, Kevin Bacon played Sebastian Shaw.
Yeah,
that's been First Class, and he was in the Moon Knight Disney Plus series.
Who was he in Moon Knight? You think about Ethan Hawke?
I'm tripping, man. Holy shit! Wow, I'm telling you, folks. I'm sorry. I did mention earlier that there also are certain mixes when you mix crack with cigarette smoking, that could possibly fuck you up, man. So that's what happened right there. You know, I told I apologize for that. Gunnar, thank you for backing me up.
Is in the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special.
You know what happened? I think right there, Gunnar. I in my mind I mixed up the Guardians Christmas special for a second into what we were talking about.
Yeah.
And dude, how dope is it that Kevin Bacon is in the freaking Guardians Christmas special, bro?
That is great.
When I saw that shit, dude, that was like the highlight of my year. I was like, are you kidding me, bro?
I'm really looking forward to that. I really am.
Like, seriously, dude. I'm sorry, but like, come on now, Gun. You're gonna drop freaking Kevin Bacon up in that bitch? Like, for reals? I'm sorry, but hey, that you know what? That's why Warner Brothers Discovery hired him. Right there. They saw that shit and they were like, damn, man. That's so dope. That's so cold that we gotta put this dude in charge. Yep. You blame him? I mean, seriously.
I agree. I mean, he's what they wanted. They wanted him for Suicide Squad, and he was detached. And the second the MCU let him go, they snapped him up right away.
I think the Kevin Bacon thing was more impressive to them than the Suicide Squad film.
We'll see.
I'm kidding, man. I'm sorry. That second Suicide Squad film was excellent. Excellent movie.
Only thing better than it was Peacemaker. I loved Peacemaker.
I still haven't watched it yet, so I can't say.
You would love it. You would love it, I think.
I'm gonna watch it. You know what? I'm gonna write myself a note right now. I am. I swear to God, Gunnar, that's how much I care about you, brother. Look at that shit, folks. I jump for Gunnar. You little bitch.
I'll rewatch it if you want to talk about Peacemaker.
Gunnar said something, and I'm just like a robot, man. I'm like, you know, he's like my guru, my mentor. Peacemaker, because of Gunnar's ass. Gunnar says rock that shit. There you go, right there. And I write that quickly, folks. That's 7 words right there. 1 second.
And if John Cena wasn't a giant star before Peacemaker, you cannot. Yeah, he was so great in Peacemaker.
I think whoever casted that Suicide Squad film, Sarah Finn gave her some advice real quick before before they.
I'll tell you what, though, my co-host Chris pointed out to me. I don't even think it was on air that John Cena would have been the perfect casting for U.S. Agent.
Whoever played. Yes, you're right. That's a good call.
And I like Russell Wyatt. I like him a lot, but Wyatt Russell.
Yeah, but
sorry.
I don't know though. I'm sorry, but you know what though? You know what? I get where Chris is going with that. I do, but at the same time though, I don't know if isn't Cena a little bit just too big, too bulky, and muscular for U.S. Agent?
I don't know. He's pretty muscular in the comics. Just that he was a dick, and Cena plays such a good dick.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you know what?
West Coast Avenger comics. I mean, USA is awesome in those.
Listen, I respect the hell out of Chris, and you never know. Like, I mean, seriously, he could be right. Like that, Cena could kill that character. Who knows?
Well, unfortunately, we'll never find out. But Wyatt Russell, I thought was great. I liked him a lot in Falcon.
Hey, there you go. He was my Monica Rambeau Award winner, baby. Right, for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I, of course, folks, have decided to not give a Monica Rambeau Award to the She-Hulk Disney Plus series because honestly, you know, I'm still confused. You know, I don't even know what it really happened. So
What about the Monica Rambeau Award to Wong's friend?
Oh shit,
he was awesome.
Gunnar, I'm sorry, man. Thank you so much for being here again,
he
brother.
was great.
You know what? You're right. I'm sorry. The Monica Rambeau Award already was given. I didn't even have to say it vocally or like think about it. It already went to what the hell's her name?
I can't even think of her name, but it's not
the star of the show Disney Plus series.
It's not where you think. What the hell's her name? It's gonna drive me crazy. I'm gonna have to look it up. Sorry.
Oh my god, you're killing me too, man. It's driving me crazy too. I'm telling you. I was just looking right now to see if I still had the She-Hulk intro because she's on it. That was our intro for the She-Hulk series. Was her. What the hell was her name? The only names that keep popping in my head are the different chicks I banged in like the last 2 weeks.
It's like it's not Jasmine. It's
actually, you know what? The chick I banged,
Madison.
Hey, you know what? That's funny, Gunnar. I banged a chick named Jasmine just a couple weeks ago. Yep. A Wakandan too.
Good for you.
Yep.
Madison, that was her name. She was the star of She-Hulk.
Madison, baby. That's right. I'm telling you right now. Madison,
and the Swordsman was the star of Hawkeye. He was awesome.
Madison is the only Monica Rambeau Award recipient that was literally only in the series for like 43 seconds and still won it.
She stole that episode though.
Yep. I'm telling you, she stole the series, man. She killed it. You know, I'm telling you right now, I'd rather have her on the Avengers than fucking Aquafina.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man, but you know, I mean, I'm telling you right now, Aquafina was shooting better than Hawkeye and shit and Shang-Chi the first day she picked up a bow and arrow.
I don't even want to drink Aquafina water.
I'm telling you, folks. Gunnar is such a nice guy. He won't even badmouth Aquafina's performance in Shang-Chi because he's too classy.
It made no sense.
Yeah, that's her mutant ability.
But I did go to where they shot that bus scene in San Francisco. I went there and I'm like, hey, this is where they shot that bus scene.
Well, you know what? Honestly, in the Hawkeye series, I would have to say I don't think I ever did a Monica Rambeau award for that. If I had to go back and look and say who I would give it to, I probably would say
he stole that freaking movie. It was great.
No, I would give it to the Swordsman was great. You're right, he was good. But I would give it to Yelena Belova. I would.
Yeah, but she's great. She doesn't need that award. She's great on her own. She was awesome though.
She was good, man.
But come on, I love the Swordsman. When the mom's like goes to Hawkeye and she's like said some crap about him, he's like, "Thanks for your service" or whatever. Like he was awesome.
The Hawkeye Disney Plus series was very well cast.
I love you make fun of me for liking it so much, but that was
I know it's just busting your balls. I fucking love Hawkeye, man. You know I do.
Amazing.
Dude, you can't even come on. Every time that William comes on here and flips out on his Hawkeye bullshit about I hate Hawkeye, this and that. I'm like, dude, are you crazy? Like, are you fucking insane? Like, you hate Hawkeye? How the fuck do you hate Hawkeye, bro?
I mean, Loki, Hawkeye, they're the two bad. WandaVision, those are the top three so far.
I'm sorry, William. I love you, brother, but like seriously, dude, Hawkeye is like you would without Hawkeye, there is no original Six Avengers. There is no I'm serious. Like I mean, literally, I'm telling you, no joke. Like Jeremy Renner was a vital fucking actor and whatnot, that participant and whatnot. Hawkeye was just some joke.
I like Kate Bishop. I can't wait to see them use her more.
I mean, I like Kate Bishop too. I mean, shit.
I love right now. Comics, those Matt Fraction comics. I read that whole run in like 3 days.
You know what? I didn't read the whole series, but I did read I think probably, I don't know, the first 10 or 12 or whatever books I think it was or whatever. And it was good. You're right.
My boss was on vacation. I whipped out Marvel Unlimited and read the entire run in like 2.5 days.
Yeah. Plug it. There you go. Shout out to Marvel Unlimited right there, baby. Hey, Marvel Unlimited. Maybe you should think about sponsoring the Bleeding Edge, huh? Maybe you should think about it. Or somebody maybe in general. We like money. We like money over here at the Bleeding Edge, everybody, just to be clear. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, we are capitalists, baby. You feel me? You know, we don't play around with that socialist bullshit over on the Bleeding Edge. We're about money. So, Gunnar likes money. I like money, and
you don't have to pay me money. Just give me a free subscription.
Hey, I like a subscription and money. And the S-Men. And Rogue. And Jean Grey. And Storm. And a foursome with me. right? And Jubilee can watch.
But which Rogue? We'll get you some.
Oh, come on, bro, please.
Early 2000s X-Men.
Nah, I want Rogue from the damn 90s X-Men comics, bro.
You get a paper cut. Be careful.
Come on now. That Rogue, dude, come on now. I'm sorry, but look. Now, listen, I want to be clear though. Now the Rogue from the Fox Spin series, no. But the not Rogue, but actual actress in True Blood. Now, yes, that's a yes on that. That is a positive. Yeah, definitely positive. Yeah, True Blood was better overall than the Rogue in the Fox X-Men movies. That was not even like what was Rogue for there in those movies anyway? What did she?
I don't know.
Did she lose her mutant powers or some shit? Like
the Rogue cut though was awesome for Days of Future Past. Have you ever seen the Rogue cut? It's great.
No, what the hell are you talking about? The Rogue
cut.
Like
the director's cut of Days of Future Past. It's called the Rogue cut. They added a bunch of more stuff with Rogue in it. They pretty much cut out her whole character in Days of Future Past, but she had a big storyline. So
what did she do? Like paint her nails?
I'd have to leave that for you to watch. It pissed me off because I bought Days of Future Past, and then like 2 months later they came out with the Rogue cut, and I'm like, damn it! Now I got to buy it again,
dude. But every time I hear the word Rogue cut, all I think about is like a porno with Rogue in it.
Well,
you know, dude, you gotta understand something. Rogue legit, like, just to be clear, folks. Again, those of you who somehow believe in some multiversal dimension, like somehow you got stuck in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness and think I'm a chauvinist or some shit or whatever, just because I get laid or whatever. I'm not afraid to be honest about like what I do and shit with women. And whatnot. I'm not a little bitch. I'm not She-Hulk style. Just to be clear, not only is my favorite band all female, but besides that, my favorite X-Men of the top 3, Rogue is probably guaranteed either 2 or 3. Literally, with Cyclops and Wolverine. It's right there with Rogue. Straight up. One of my favorite X-Men all time. Favorite female X-Men, Rogue.
Even more than the Dazzler? Come on.
No, I'm sorry. Rogue was awesome in the late 80s and then in the 90s.
I'm not gonna lie, I shouted "It's Dazzler" when she showed up in the last X-Men movie. Just so bad I can't even think of what it's called. Right, Dark Phoenix, is that what it's called?
I didn't watch that one.
It was terrible, but the Dazzler showed up for like 2 seconds.
There you go. I love it, God. I love it when you do that. You get me all excited and everything, and like you're all like hyped and everything because of Dazzler. And then I'm like, I didn't see that movie. And you're like, oh, fucking garbage.
Well, the movie was terrible, but Dazzler was great for 2 seconds when she was in it.
Oh man. So what is your point there? Does that mean that she should get like a Monica Rambeau award for that shit? Or what?
Why not? That movie was a turd nugget. You got to give it to someone.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
There it is, baby. There it is. Gunnar felt a spiritual connection with the Bleeding Edge and with me when he saw when he literally this is how the friendship Gunnar and I have.
DD mega doo-doo. I'm sorry.
Every time I see it, I think of you. And my kid was watching YouTube this morning, and it was a stupid clip where these 2 guys were trying to make each other laugh, and someone played that clip, and I'm like,
Gunnar values my friendship so much that is what reminds him of me. You know
there's a lot of stuff that reminds you. Every time I see Dave Chappelle, I start thinking of you now.
Oh man, I'm telling you, folks. You know what? You do not. I'm telling you right now. You do not understand the love I have for this man over here, Gunnar. I'm telling you right now, the son of a bitch. I'm gonna kill this friggin' live stream here in a minute. Let Gunnar go because he's got a lot of shit going on tonight. He's doing 17 different podcasts right now at the same time, right? And at that point, I don't want
a call. She's waiting for my call. There you
go. Yeah. So, but no, I just want to point out that I legit like Blast of the Past level type shit the other day, grasped and realized how long I've been doing the MCU's Bleeding Edge and looked at one of my first bandmade video reaction collaborations I did with Joey and Dollface, right, from Podcast Odyssey and shit. And that shit was 8 months ago, man. Like time flies. And I saw me and Gunnar on a show back when I was on Restream, before I got my free StreamYard shit, baby. When I was paying Restream's weak ass for their shit.
We did a Band-Aid episode too once.
We did. Yep, we did. Yep, that's right. Gunnar was not that impressed by Give Animate, of course.
No, that's not what I said. I said they don't need the sexy made gimmick. Their music stand. I thought musically they were freaking amazing.
I know
I said they were too good that they didn't need that. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about it.
See, I like it. I honestly, I think it works. I think it's cool. Like, I mean, it doesn't turn me on. I don't like. There's nothing. It's not like anything like that. I think it's cool. Like, I dig it. I think it's a cool vibe. Like, if you're gonna do something like that, if you're gonna have a gimmick like that, at least have it work, right?
So you don't want them to be pirates?
No. The maid. I like that. I think the maid outfits. I mean, I don't know what it is. It's that dichotomy of them rocking out the way they do and shit live. Then you throw those maid outfits on them too, right? And it's just like that combination, man. I love it.
I'm just trying to give them dap and just saying that musically they're pretty awesome.
Oh, those women are unbelievable, man. I'm telling you right now. I'm serious. If I'm telling you right now, Gunnar and all of you out there in the YouTube, Twitter live, Twitch, the only platforms we can be on since StreamYard's fucking us right now and whatnot with our shit. No, I'm telling you right now, like Bandmade is no joke. And if I could go visit another country at some point soon, like if I decided to or whatever, Japan would be it has to be in my top 1 or 2. It'd have to be. I don't know about you, Gunnar, where you be with that, but I'm sorry.
Yeah, possibly.
And it's not just because of Bandmade. I'm sorry, but like, there's just so much good shit coming out of Japan. All the anime and everything too. I love me some anime, Gunnar. I do, man.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest anime fan, but I respect it as an art form.
Yeah. Well, hey, I mean, listen, everybody likes what they like, but
give me some sushi any day, though. Big sushi.
Hey, and you know what? I know exactly what you're talking about. I forget what's his name, Josh, from Lost. In terms of him playing Gambit 15 years ago, Josh Holloway. You're right. He could have done Gambit. Yeah, he probably would have been legit as Gambit. I mean, did he?
I thought what's his name did a great job. I forgot that he was even in that. The guy from True Detective, who played Gambit in that Wolverine movie.
Oh, that Keach or
Taylor Kitsch.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me tell you something. X-Men Origin Wolverine should have been the coolest movie of all time. They gave us Deadpool. They gave us Gambit. They gave us Blob. They gave us Wolverine. I mean, they gave us so much cool crap. It just all sucked. I thought Blob was actually kind of cool. That movie should have been so awesome. It just wasn't.
Yo, I got a fucking X-Men Origins poster right over there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. It used to be right there, but I put it over there because Miss Marvel was so dope. I had to put Miss Marvel right there.
But I mean, how do you screw up so many? How do you screw up Deadpool like that? I mean,
hey, that's what happens when you take advice from fucking Jessica Gao or Chloe Zhao.
You know what though? Kevin Feige, was he still with Fox then? Because Kevin Feige produced all those old X-Men movies, a bunch of them.
But that was the.
Did he do Origins? I don't know.
That was Kevin Feige before he met Sarah Finn.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Let's see.
Yeah.
Casting crew, producers.
That was Kevin Feige.
He was gone by then.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, there's, when you think about it, there's at least I know of, nobody's ever made any kind of documentary or ever put anything out that really, really tangibly flushes out what Kevin Feige's actual tangible involvement was in some of the stuff he did before Marvel Studios, right? What is you get where I'm going, right?
Yeah, no, I got you.
It's sort of a mystery in a way. Like we don't know. Nobody's ever really officially.
Well, the problem was he just didn't have the power because, like Bryan Singer, for example, said absolutely no. he banned comics from the set of X-Men. He didn't want comic accurate anything. So that was part of the problem with those early X-Men. Because Kevin even said in an interview after they announced, he said that he used to sneak into Hugh Jackman's trailer with comic books, and they would read comic books together.
Well, I mean, maybe for Kevin Feige, maybe just even having any type of involvement in those experiences for him was part of his formulated process that allowed him to grasp and come up with the concept for the MCU the way he did, right?
Yeah.
Possibly. You have to figure it must have had some small influence.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, how couldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
And again, but no, Gunnar, listen, man, let's call this one. Let's kill it, baby. Folks out there, we love you. Folks out there in the fandom, stay positive, baby. Stay optimistic. And whatever fandom you're in, I don't even care. Not just MCU, all of you, right? You're all dope ass people. Stay positive. Be optimistic. I know times are a little tough right now, a little gloomy, but hey, there's always better times ahead, right? And hey, Gunner's back on the bleeding edge. That's always a positive sign for the economy. You know what I'm saying? Right there.
Just don't worry. Never had bad feelings for Jeff. Jeff's my boy here.
Hey, come on now, Gunner. Shit. If
nothing,
I ever found out,
right here, nothing but love.
If I ever found out that
the only guest star we ever had on the MCU Snap and MCU podcast.
See, and you know what? And I really appreciate that. That's very nice. It really is.
I did have another guy on a show that Chris wasn't on. So,
well, that was also the last time anybody's even asked me to guest on a show. So there you go. That's how great I am as a guest, right?
We'll have you on one of our shows that we're working on.
Yep. There you go. I went out. That was 17 years ago, and since then, I've only been invited to be a guest on an OnlyFans video as a fluffer, for the dudes,
And I paid you well for that.
Oh my God, I'm telling you, folks. You know what? I'm telling you. I'm sorry, but like I said, I love all you guys out there and whatnot. And Gunnar, I love you too, brother. You're a good ass man. You're a good friend too. And it was really fun to fucking record with you, bro.
Yeah, man. It took too long. I apologize about that.
Nah, shut up.
Life getting in the way.
I'll stop it. Gunnar is a good ass fucking man. You know what I'm saying? So I'll tell you right now, you don't have to apologize about anything as far as I'm concerned, Gunnar. Other than fucking, your weak ass fucking ranking bullshit, whatnot, fucking crazy ass delusional shit. Hawkeye's my number 2 shit or whatever. What if is my number 3 or some shit? I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Towards the middle.
I'm just kidding. I'm messing with you. See, that's the thing. I can't even come up with something like factual to fuck with Gunnar about because there's nothing there.
You're mad that I had Eternals as my least favorite. That should be number 2, man.
Listen, I won't lie. There's a possibility that if I go back, which I think I'm gonna do soon. I wrote it down the other day. I'm gonna watch Eternals again, and maybe you never know. Maybe if I watch it again, maybe at least I might feel more positive about it.
I'll probably watch it again when the second movie comes out.
And you know what? Hey, you never know. I don't think it's impossible to bounce off of the Eternals, do Eternals 2, and not have it be better.
I think I've seen Eternals twice, maybe. I watched it the day it came out, and then I might have watched it with my wife. I know we watched Shang-Chi. I don't know if we watched Eternals. I think we did, so I might have seen it twice.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, man.
It might be the last Marvel movie I only saw once in the theater. I'm thinking, yeah, I think so. If you don't count Venom, but that's not a Marvel movie.
The Eternals movie was the first Marvel movie I ever actually asked for my money back on.
Really? My boy Kamal's in it. I like Kamal. I know it was famous.
No, that actually was the only Marvel movie I've ever been to where my date fell asleep during it. The Eternals. She did.
I've fallen asleep in plenty. I fell asleep for a little bit of Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
Just a little part.
And I didn't get laid either because of the Eternals. That's the only time my date didn't fuck me after the movie was because of Eternals. She was that fucked up. She was that turned off after the movie that she didn't want to have sex. She said she rejected me because of it. So thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Zoe and Chloe Zhao over here cock blocking me and shit. You know what I'm serious? I mean, seriously. And the chick was Hispanic too. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to be inclusive.
Hey, just think, Jeff. Soon enough, we'll be talking about this right here. Soon enough, we'll be talking about this.
I mean, seriously, come on now, Chloe Zhao. You're over here contradicting your shit and like you're fucking up my inclusivity shit over here, right? You know, I mean, seriously. But no, folks. No, you're right though. I love that, Gunner, that you call that out because we are, folks. I'm telling you right now. We're about to be killing it and bouncing out and grinding out and covering some MCU, and we're going to be covering of all crazy ass things Willow. Can't wait, baby. It's going to be fun.
Can't wait for Willow. Willow's going to be great.
Yo, we're going to do some Willow, baby. Gunner, I'll tell you right now, man. If you want a spot on the panel for Willow, you got one.
I'm excited about Willow. I really am.
As long as you bring some audio like Todd to the game, we'll be good to go. I'm just messing with you, Todd. Come on, bro. We do this, Todd. We bust balls. I told you that earlier, man. We fuck around. We play around over here, man. But you're good people, bro. I'm telling you right now. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want you on here and whatnot with that bad audio making you look bad and shit because you're better than that. Seriously. But no, folks, listen, we love you. We appreciate you. Please subscribe. Like if you want to, dislike if you want to. I don't really care. I don't give a shit about that. I care about subscribers because that means money. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, and I like that. I like money and subscribers to be likes or whatever. No, I'm just kidding. We likes too. We like likes too. Comments are great. Even shitty ones. I like shitty ones too. You never know. Sometimes you learn from them. Thank you to Gunner, who again is literally right now participating in 17,000 different podcasts. So it would take me 14 days to explain to like
wideopenmic.net. I think all my archives are there.
That's right. And he's doing a podcast now where he's got 13 different co-hosts.
We're doing a podcast on our podcast. No, we're not.
That's interesting. That would be.
That's what we joked that once we were done with our Lost podcast, we were going to do a podcast on our podcast.
I thought about playing around with the concept of just doing a podcast like YouTube channel where all I do is just critique other creators and their content.
Well, I got some terrible stuff for you to create.
Oh yeah.
When we did our 100th episode, I dug through the archives and pulled out a bunch of clips that we recorded that just never aired. Here, I'll play you when you want some audio here. Let me see if I can find this.
Hey, I don't see how anything that you fucking project or throw out at me, it has to be better than She-Hulk episode 7.
So this is a minute. It's so bad in my brain. Like, I'm like, oh, this is going to be the greatest idea ever. I don't even know if it's going to play here, but I found this on my computer. I didn't even remember doing this, but it's terrible. We're doing a Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not going to play this. It's stupid. But we did a Guardians of the Galaxy show, and I did a promo based on me and my two co-hosts. Let me see. I'm going to play. It's not playing. There we go. Okay, here.
And check out the rap sheets.
The following is a presentation of the Wide Open Mic Pod.
We arrested Xandar. Check out the rap sheets.
Nick Phillips,
AKA
Mr. Nickelback.
He's been on a
Is that terrible? Listen to that. That's terrible. Can't even hear it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's terrible. It's the worst thing I ever did. But I played it on my 100th episode. Because sometimes you got to make fun of yourself.
You should have played more of it, dude. I'm telling you, I didn't get a chance to really soak it in.
It's terrible.
Oh man, well, hey, I mean, on that note, folks, real quick before we close out, as always, supporting women's sports every day on the Bleeding Edge. There you go, folks. That right there. That is a clear depiction of how much we support women's sports, right? And respect women's sports right now at this point. That advertisement right there. Nice. That is Gunner endorsed.
Not at all. Gunner watch. We'll say Gunner watch.
Gunner's 13 co-hosts endorsed that.
All right, thanks for having me on, Jeff. It was good to hang.
All right, Gunner. All right, folks, we love you. Take care. All right, God bless all of you. Be good.
Bye-bye.
Have a good week. All right, Gunner. Peace out, brother.
Yep.
Hey. I said, excuse me, you don't understand where I'm at. I was all around the world, on span, cross the map. I've been laying low and now it's time to pop up, bitch, I'm back. Now I'ma run it up. Snooze on the kid that you dumb or what? You better go